America you once knew is dead. Forget everything you thought you knew. You have been lied to. Used. Turned into a machine whose only use is repeating political talking points that do not serve you. Voting for politicians that don't care about you and promoting division in a nation that needs unity. America is an empire, and like all other empires, it rose and inevitably will fall. Most people assume America will last forever, but there is no evidence to support that thought. There is evidence to show that the chance of us surviving is a lot slimmer than the chance of us existing for another 250 years. Your mind is broken. Andrew Tate famously said when asked about the easiest way to accomplish physical goals. He said this to convey the truth that anything that is valuable is difficult to achieve, but worth it. The mind of America is broken. The older generations have turned selfish, the younger generations feel contempt, the middle generations are lost, and the middle class has disappeared. $100,000 a year was once a respectable salary, a goal for most. Now it is not enough to qualify for a mortgage. Boomers have made home prices so unaffordable that Gen Z has stopped even thinking about it as an obtainable goal. Blackstone and other private equity companies have been investing in the single-family home market for years now, and we are starting to see the impacts of this in our country. Rents and mortgages have skyrocketed, which has halted home sales. The actions of the boomers and the private equity companies has left an entire generation behind. Older generations don't understand our generation at all. They think we don't work and don't study like them because we are lazy, when in reality our school systems are harder and less rewarding than ever before, and working accomplishes nothing more than survival for most. My grandfather bought his first house for the equivalent of 10 chickens. He worked barely minimum wage and was able to provide for himself, my grandmother, and 3 children. Over time, he made more and became more successful, but his path to success would be impossible in today's day and age. If you worked minimum wage today for 40 hours a week, that would be $290 a week before tax, $1160 a month, or a little less than $14,000 a year. If that was your salary today, you would be homeless and relying on government benefits to survive. If you save 20% of each paycheck to save for a home, it would take you over 10 years to save up for a down payment, and you wouldn't even get accepted for a mortgage. The idea of owning a home and raising a family in it is the real American dream, and it is dead. Your average high schooler will be told 1,000 times before graduation that if they do not get into a good college and get good grades, that their life will be impossible. We send our youth to universities across America, and the kids who choose to not go seem to be far ahead of the students in life. There are about 5 college majors that are worth it and have a solid return on your investment. And when you look at the most popular college majors, they are some of the least profitable majors with little to no job opportunities. Another stat is that over 50% of people end up getting a job in a field they didn't even study for. So people are taking out student loans with incredibly high interest rates to end up not even using their degrees. 90% of the degrees are essentially worthless, and with the looming threat of AI, robotics, and labor shortages, the other 10% could be on the chopping block soon. This is our reality. We are a generation completely left behind, stripped of our futures before they even start, forced to work to survive but never thrive. The boomer mind cannot comprehend why our minds are the way they are. They can't understand why we feel contempt. They grew up in a world where you meet someone in your town, married them, bought a home, and started a family. For us, we try and meet girls on dating apps and social media, but unless you're 6'5" or crypto rich, you're probably not dating much, because social media and access to dating worldwide has ruined it for everybody. Your average man stands little to no chance. How does an average office worker who goes to his local bar on the weekends compete with Saudi oil kings and offers to fly girls out to yachts every month in Miami? He doesn't stand a chance, and even if he does find a woman, most men I know have completely given up on the idea of finding a wife because dating has just become a humiliation ritual for them. Women want men to act like men but refuse to act like women. They expect a man to lead but are unwilling to follow. We live in the most sexualized generation to ever live. Kids are first seeing pornography at about 10 years old and having sex by 14. Women are taught that modesty is prison and sexual promiscuity is freedom. The feminist movement created figures like Bonnie Blue and started the rise in OnlyFans. And a woman will try and gaslight a man into thinking her posting her bare ass cheeks on Instagram is normal. This has made dating a humiliation ritual. Women once respected themselves, but now they choose to keep their private parts in public. America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered. Glad to be back with you guys here today on Wednesday. And do we have a big episode for you guys today? My friend Enya is coming on the show. You guys may remember Enya from when I was on Jubilee. I did a few different Jubilee episodes, my most recent being about ICE and a little bit about mass deportations, but mainly around ICE. Enya was actually on my side of that debate. She came on the show, I think, 2 other times after that. She's great. Very fun to talk to. Very smart woman. And I will say, I don't give that compliment easily. If you're a woman, it's rare I call you smart. The real ones know. But Enya's earned my respect as one of the smart ones for sure, and I'm glad to bring her on today. She says she has a lot to say about the Jubilee episode. And if you guys don't know which Jubilee episode she was in this one right here. I'll actually show you guys. It was this right here. It was, I have sized a little weird, but it was Dean Withers versus 20 MAGA women. Dean Withers versus 20 MAGA women. So pretty much 21 women in one room bitching and screaming. But I will say, it was somewhat entertaining. A little bit entertaining. I knew some people on it. That's why it was entertaining. I knew Lori. Lori was on my first Jubilee episode. Me and her actually had a bit of an argument on X. She's still very pro-MAGA, while I have, as you guys know, left MAGA. Or MAGA left me, I'd like to say. But yeah, it was fun seeing some people I knew on the show. I thought Lori actually did really well versus Dean Withers. She talked about her experience. I'm not too sure on Lori's history. From what it sounded, she was a Playboy model, or she was a model of some sorts and had some bad interactions with Hugh Hefner. I'm not necessarily sure if she was just a model or a Playboy model, but who knows? I guess I could ask her, but it feels like a weird thing to follow up with after. Our last conversation was literally just an argument. Imagine I just text her out of the blue, hey, were you a Playboy model? Were you by any chance a Playboy model? I don't know how that would go over, but glad to be back doing the show. Glad to be here today, and like I said, I want to give you guys a brief thing of what we're going to be doing this week. We will not be having a show Friday this week, most likely. If we do, it will be a very early show, very early. But most likely tomorrow will be our last show of the week. We're also just not going to do comments today. We're going to do this as a standalone episode and do the comments at the end of tomorrow's episode. But normally we do the comments. But we're going to bring Enya up here in just a minute. I think she's probably in the Discord now. I'm not certain. Yeah, it looks like she's in the Discord now. So we're going to bring her up in just a minute here. Very excited to have Enya on the show with me. Before we do that, please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. We'll read all the comments at the end of each show besides today. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Join the Telegram channel by scanning that code up in the corner. And check out our website. We got AUTV.shop for all your America Unfiltered goods. But okay, let's bring Enya right up. Let me get this set up here. Let me make sure I got my volume on. Let's get a little Red Bull swig going. Fuck yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me get my camera set up here, Enya. Oh, there we go. How do I get my camera set up? One moment. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me put us on the big screen. Fuck yeah, let's go. Okay, we got Enya with us. How you doing today?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
Oh, we're killing it over here. It's always a fun time to see you. Always a fun time talking to you. I liked the video. I did end up watching it.
Yeah.
So just curious, did they only give you the one debate slot, or did they only just air one of them?
So we got the prompts before even attending. So I already knew into it what 4 of the claims were. The 5th was a surprise. As in a split of the moment, they just asked Dean, like, do you want to do another claim? And we're like, yeah, we have time. We're going to do another one.
Okay.
So, but I knew 4 of them beforehand, and I didn't want to interact with anything to do with Donald Trump because I can't defend the guy, like, fully.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to get trapped, so I only wanted to argue things that I wanted to, which was the one about men being leaders and abortion, which really sucked because obviously I want to talk more. And I raised my hand for the first one and they didn't pick me. And then, but you know who they picked? They picked that secret liberal, that Tracy chick who actually like agreed with Dean. And they actually had to tell her, maybe we should let someone who actually disagrees with Dean sit in the chair.
Did they put that in the episode? Did I miss that part?
It's this chick with a white blazer. It's on the first claim, and her name is Tracy. Bigger
Okay,
woman,
I'll go back and I'll watch that. Huh, that's interesting. I must
but
have missed
yeah.
that.
And the moderator was like, "Yeah, maybe we should let someone else take over." And I'm like, "This is when you know that the team is not holding it together." Um, yeah, I really had a lot of opinions. I was sitting next to I think two of the more popular ones. I had like this that Liz chick to my left, the one who was like, raise your flag as a Christian if you would like kill someone who is not Christian. That was like that Liz chick. She was good.
Yeah.
And then to my right was the crazy one, Shiva, with the black MAGA hat, the utility belt, and the red tank top.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That lady was a little bit of a wild card for sure. She
She
seems like a QAnon freak to me, to be honest.
I knew that she was off when she said that she is engaged to a pastor. What kind of Christian, and she claims a Christian, is engaged to a pastor? I asked, "Are what
Outside of
kind of?"
Catholicism, they allow it weirdly. It's so odd to me.
I that's not that's not real to me. Then that means that the pastor isn't really devoted to God. Like that's the whole point, right? Like nuns don't, and there's
This
that's
is why
not
we
real.
love
They're
you,
not.
Enya. This is why we love you.
Obviously I want to like stay on my team's side, so I don't exactly like counter her. But yeah, I was next to two powerhouses in my opinion.
What do you think of
But
Lori?
I firstly I went in there and I saw her immediately, and I was like, and the same way I said to you, I was like, I know you. I watched your shows, and she was like, oh, she gave me a hug, and yeah, so she was cool. She made some good points,
She's a
and
very
I
smart, sweet woman. Me and her just
yeah.
disagree on the MAGA issue.
Yeah, she actually talked about you a bit with me like before, and she said that yeah, he's just gone really far with Israel, like against Israel. Like he really, and I don't really want to like interact or like talk bad or good or whatever. I don't like
No,
talking
no,
about
you're
people.
good.
So I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna get heated before the actual like main event of Dean started. So those are some of my pre stuff, and I was like, okay, so we're gonna be in for a ride. And as you probably saw, we had our little American flags chanting USA
I saw
because
that.
this was not planned by Jubilee. One of the other people brought like a bag of this like America stuff and handed it out. And so we just took them and they were like, let's just make it part of the show. Just start chanting USA, waving your flag around while the guest comes in.
Yeah, I saw
But
that. I
it
thought that was an interesting way to start because I feel like that's a big misconception a little bit right now where it's like a lot of conservatives and there are some liberals who do, but a lot of conservatives just assume all liberals just hate America and aren't
yeah,
American, and it's like Dean Withers isn't, like, as much as I despise the guy, he is an American.
yeah.
It's not like he's
And
like anti-USA. He does live here.
yeah. I was thinking like maybe there's gonna be some kind of like 4th of July weekend special episode, but no, it wasn't. And he was really trolled. He entered the space like wide-eyed, like what is happening? What are these crazy women with their flags?
Yeah.
And they really made us look like shit. They really did. And it was really disappointing because I think you had actually mentioned this like yesterday or 2 days ago when you lightly brought this up that Dean's strategy is to trap the other side with their own words.
Yep.
And
He
I
he doesn't win
understand
with his logic. He wins using yours against you.
exactly. And what is wrong with most of my teammates is that they they have like the right intention. They just have shit delivery.
Yeah.
Now, Dean has the opposite thing. He says shit because he's a liberal, but he delivers it in a way where there's like the clapping penguins on the other side of the screen, like, yes, Dean, exactly right, even though like no, Dean,
Oh, well, all the
exactly wrong.
people who work there are as liberal as it gets. I mean, the lady who runs Jubilee makes documentaries about why trans people should be able to use any bathroom they want.
Yeah.
Was that you who
It's
sent
a
that
good
to me, or was that
director.
someone else?
I said
That
that to
was you,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so
But
crazy.
this director for this episode was a dude, and he was actually a chill dude. I
Was it
like
the
this one.
guy in the video?
No, he was the moderator, not a director.
That's good they gave you a
Um,
moderator. They should have gave us one. That was me and Lori went in our debate. We
yeah.
had one, but the moderator was like a super liberal guy who'd been on the liberal side of Jubilee before, so it was still a little iffy. But it's better with a moderator, in my opinion, on Jubilee, because it's so half the people there are idiots. The
Yeah.
other half like barely know how to speak, and then you do have that like 1% of people who are like, okay, these people kind of shine on Jubilee. I would say you're in that 1%. You do very well spoken, very smart. I felt like my biggest problem with like your guys' side versus Dean was
Mhm.
really that like everyone, there was two things. One, all the boomer women, and like kind of Lori, kind of not, because I don't think Lori's like a full QAnon freak. But like
Yeah.
all the older people were literally just QAnon freaks. Like they were
Yeah.
literally just
Yeah.
conspiracy theorists. Like I could just tell by listening to them, I'm like, this is a miserable woman. Imagine living in a house with
Yeah.
I would kill her. I would OJ Simpson her. Like that was my thought listening to all these old women on there. And then the Jewish ladies who
Mhm.
were defending Israel, I was just like, it's just so great. Like, I don't know, we don't have to go into the whole Israel thing if you don't want, but it's just such like an indefensible position. I feel like in 2026, where the amount of knowledge we have, if you're still like shilling for it, I feel like it's just you're so behind, I guess. And I feel like that was also the biggest fault. Because it's like, I don't know, that
I
doesn't hit
think
with half the right or the left anymore.
exactly, and I think that's why I didn't really want to engage with the Trump subjects. But I gotta commend Liz, the one to my left, who is pro-Israel, because she did, have her pro-Israel argument. But what I think made her very strong was her anti-Islamist arguments, which is the other
Yeah.
side of like, obviously, like I have my own reservations now regarding like Israel and all that, but it's not like that doesn't make me exactly, love
Oh,
the
no, I'm
Islamist.
against them as
No,
well.
yeah.
I want a total
I think
Catholic Aryan victory.
yeah. Let's not like just because like I have reservations about one doesn't mean I love the other. So I think she played that really well, even though she was also really strong on her Israel arguments. But something else to note is we have a really hard time hearing who's in the middle. Really, really hard time.
Really?
And yeah, the circle is actually bigger than you see it
Yeah.
in the show. And if you actually look at a certain part, the moderator, he leans in because it's really hard. And I genuinely think the majority of the people who get flagged out is simply because they're not talking loud enough. And I kind of noticed that. And also because everyone just wants to get in on the argument. For example, the abortion one. Everyone wanted to argue abortion. And I think they had the most amount of people that were cycled in on that argument simply because they want to have their share.
Dean lost some of the abortion arguments, I thought. I mean, obviously, I agree with
Yeah.
the MAGA women's side of it, where it's like I'm against abortion. But
Yeah.
from a pure debate standpoint, I think Dean lost on that one a bit. Oh, thank you, JT. God bless you, brother. Let's
JT
go.
Strongbow just
You're the
gifted
king.
one subscription on Kick.
But yeah, at one point he even admitted that he calls it an embryo or a fetus. He admitted that it's a human being and that he's fine killing it. And I feel like that's kind of a loss.
Exactly.
That's a massive loss, actually, not just kind of a loss.
Yeah. He actually, so I've, ever since the episode aired, I've been looking at his social media because he's doing follow-ups about it too. And he actually followed up about it because I guess he has been getting hate for that comment about how he's totally cool with, murdering babies and all that because he made a story follow-up saying, I don't know why everyone's getting upset or mad about this because it's in the same way where you can unplug, brain dead people.
It's
And that's
so
where I
different. One
started
has
my
lived
own
their
debate.
entire life and now they are dealing
Yeah.
with health complications versus the other is an unborn baby. Like it's such a
Yeah.
different scenario. I've always hated that argument that they use. It just doesn't it's not a good argument. There are some people I wanted to ask you about though. What was that what was her name? She had that really feminine voice, the red dress, Julie, I think.
Love Julia.
Well, I was gonna say, what's she like?
She is I was like her squeaky voice, she just looked like such a trad con. Like she was such a traditional looking woman. Like she spoke gently. I don't even think she swore. She was like all
She
her
was even
arguments
like
were
listening to Dean,
like
like, I'm a woman, I have to listen to you because you're a man. And I was like, damn, okay.
yeah, but actually he tried to get her with that argument because okay, well if I'm leading, then that means you should listen to me. Obviously, everything that I'm like thinking now as a counter argument is in hindsight, but I would have just said, okay, if my man told me to jump off a cliff or that 1 + 1 = 3, that doesn't mean I'm gonna believe or follow him
Yeah,
because I had already made like
exactly.
my decision to follow the right man. And that would have been my argument. But again, this was all hindsight, and it was really intense. It's really intense. I think it's even more intense than the middle ground one, at least when you're in the center. Um, and what's intense when you're not in the center is this thing drags on for 4 hours.
Oh yeah, it's supposed the surrounded ones take longer to film than the middle grounds for sure.
Yeah,
I'm curious about how it works with the flags. Do they kind of tell you when to put your flags up a bit, or like,
yeah.
yeah,
We're given a 2-minute window where the person in the middle can have 2 minutes of just straight debating, and then after 2 minutes, you can start raising your flag. Um, yeah, but we can't wave our flag around too much, or I guess it'll break. But yeah, that's really how the flag system works. But I just wish that the chair run was as
the
legitimate
chair
on
run is just
screen.
fake. Yeah, I realized that. I realized that kind of watching it, and then who was it who told me? John, I don't know his last name. He was on my first Jubilee episode, though. He was the one in like the jean jacket and stuff. He was kind of dressed a little weird, but he's the one who told me about that originally. Because I was supposed to be on a surrounded episode, and then I broke my arm and just didn't end up going.
Yeah.
Like a year ago, it was the far right episode versus Mehdi Hassan, which I wish I did that. That one would have been great. I would have loved to talk to Mehdi Hassan, that anti-American piece of shit.
I think Hassan Piker is actually about to be on Surrounded. That's like because
He's not even a
Jubilee
good
has
debater.
there was a part of me that thought that the one on mine was gonna be him because they've never done the same middle guest twice,
Hmm.
except now for Dean Withers, I guess, who's now done it twice. But I was like, okay, is it Harry Sisson or whatever his name is, Hassan Piker? But I was like, there might be it's a Dean Withers, so I was prepared.
I feel like Jubilee
And
was made for those people, though. Like, Jubilee was made for, like, the leftists like Dean Withers and Parker, where it's like, that's kind of their whole thing. You know, like, if Dean had to do, like, an hour monologue where he just gave his opinions on the news and, like, what's happening, he would probably struggle with it. But where he's good is just debating people who know a lot less than him.
yeah, it's also just he's so practiced in the. I bet if at least most of the 20 women surrounding him had just more debate practice, they could just outperform him. It's really just because they don't have the right delivery. Especially, for example, that whole time when Dean kind of trapped Lori into saying that testosterone made men more emotional, she could have just delivered it just a little bit better about how it's I wouldn't call it emotional. I would call that aggression actually a part of their risk-taking behavior that has actually um made it so they can protect women during the front lines.
Let's
That is what
go.
the testosterone does, not make them more emotional. There's a difference.
Yeah, it makes you
But
more
again,
aggressive, more of an aggressive risk taker, 100%. It's like, again, there is some truth to what he's saying, but the way you phrase it is way more truthful because yes, those things are emotions, but it's the actions that stem from the emotions less than the actual emotions themselves. And it's also like when you think of emotional, you don't necessarily think of like a guy drunk driving out of anger. You think of like a woman
yeah,
crying or like somebody crying. Like that's
yeah.
that's kind of what you usually go to.
But again, it's all about a delivery. Like they didn't have enough practice, and every time I would like catch a moment like that where I'm like, if you just worded it a little differently, you wouldn't have gone viral for all the wrong reasons now. Because like now, like all these clips of Lori or of Julia saying strong alpha male, like they're all going viral, and I'm actually very entertained by that.
Calling Trump a strong
And
alpha male was a bold choice.
um, you know what killed me when that plastic surgery looking chick was like, Trump doesn't have to be a sexual predator. Any woman would love to sleep with
Oh,
Trump.
when they asked how many of you would fuck Trump? I saw you didn't
Firstly,
raise your hand. Good job on that one.
because I'm a married
I
woman. Like
know, I
I'm like,
know.
you're supposed to be conservative, trad people.
And he's
If
also
you, even if
80.
you
He's also like 90 years old. He's so
right, and
old.
like where's your morals? Because this has the only thing this has shown is you're willing to just like give it up for anyone with money. But the whole thing that I think could have been argued here was what that plastic surgery chick who I forgot the name of was trying to say was Trump has power, so he doesn't necessarily need to be a predator because he knows that influence will gain you women, strategically more liberal women, by
You
the
can
way,
just
not
phrase it in
conservative
a way
ones.
of just like women are so hypergamous nowadays that they'll literally like it's like when Trump says he'll grab a woman by the pussy, it's like he doesn't even have to. They'll throw their pussy into his hand. Like that
Yeah,
you just have to phrase it in a way of hypergamy, I guess. That's probably the most efficient way.
and it was so like hair pulling because the thing is I know it's those kinds of statements that don't get viral, and like that's the one that Jubilee will never show, is the one that like when they say things the right way. Why did I not, and I'm not saying this like in a way where I'm like butthurt, because I'm not, but like, you know, I don't go viral, and that's cool because I just like the debate, like I'm talking to you and all that, that's great. But they're not gonna clip me pushing on Dean, like, because he tried to like give me two examples, right? Of one with the gun. I'm like, no, Dean. When the gun's in primary purpose is to shoot, you're the one who's giving it the intention of what you are shooting. Or
Yep.
the thing with the car or drunk driving. What shit arguments on his part? Like
Yeah, his
I
arguments are literally they're just like pretty much trying to reverse engineer Charlie Kirk's, and it's just such a weak argument all around. You out of everybody on that, you held your own probably the best. You're the only one who like never even like quivered or backed down once when he like went back at you. You just kept throwing it back at him, which was really good.
Thank you.
Got to give it to you.
Um, I can't believe I only, well, it was just a frustrating, like, it was just like 3 or 4 minutes of time. Like, I wish I had more time, but it was okay. I want to go back, like, to more debates. I'm probably going to do another one soon. And this, what I spend my money on, I guess, is flying to California.
You got to get that Frontier freaking flyer pass or whatever they have, the
It's
Go
Delta
Wild
all the
pass.
way, Delta all the way. When, when we went on our debate in March, it was during the airplane like shutdown
Yep.
thing. I had a 6 hour delay returning back.
That's a
Like I was stuck in
nightmare.
the airport. That was a nightmare.
Yeah,
But
holy.
not again. But back to the point though is I think that if we just kind of collaborated more before the debate, then we would have had a better chance because we would have never thrown that sleeper liberal in there who just kept agreeing with Dean. She also, so this was not in the show. They had us raise our flags. They asked, do any of you believe that abortion is okay at any point? Like, is that any, or do you just believe in like complete, like, no abortion? And that same chick who, like, was agreeing with Dean on the first prompt raised her flag saying, I think that there can be exceptions for when abortion is okay. I'm like, why are you in my circle? Like, go for another kind of debate because this debate is for people who go against Dean, and she's making us look bad.
Yeah,
She's making us look
that
sick.
is very odd, but that is like kind of on par with a Jubilee where it's like I feel like even with middle ground they do it. They'll get like very extreme people, but then they'll also get people who are like almost leaning the other way. Or they only do it on the conservative side too. They never do it on the liberal side. But on the conservative side, they'll get people like me who are on the extreme side, and then they'll get people like the patriotic baddie chick. What that was her Instagram name, Sharon
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Like her, they'll get someone like her who's like kind of a little bit more of a centrist. Like she's still right wing, but she's kind of in the center.
Yeah,
And to have some agreement, and it's like it's just ridiculous. It's like just if you're gonna go that far, just go all the way at that
all
point.
the
Just
way.
let the conservatives run and roll. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
know.
Jubilee tends to do that for sure.
I but I think like our, for example, our middle ground team was tight. I think we at least, we were on point.
Oh yeah.
And but I will say that the way my team looked in this actually showed that we should not be leading. We should not, like, that men are better leaders because my fully woman team kind of did shit. It does not make the women look good.
No.
But
I
I think
actually
that was
think putting all the women in one debate together is so like because women and men are so different. Where it's like women just women don't like women who are smarter than them sometimes, and they don't like women who are like prettier than them or like women they see as better than them. And when you put
Yeah.
like 20 women in a circle all debating, it's like they're all kind of trying to one up each other versus trying to like beat Dean. And it's like, okay, like let's stick to the actual point here.
That's why they shouldn't be leading, because they're gonna be too busy fighting over like some other bitch instead of like thinking about how to not cause World War III.
I legitimately think a female president would be the first one to fire a nuke. Like I don't even question it. Actually, I think if we had a female president, she would fire a nuke off.
Absolutely, and that's actually kind of scary. And I think that, these are the points that should have been debated against Dean, because I think other than abortion, he won the rest of them. He really did. And I hate to say that because,
But when
I
he gets to pick the prompts, it's also just not as good. One of the things I like about Middle Ground is Jubilee decides the prompts, and sure they're a
Mhm.
little bit left leaning, but at least it's like somewhat partisan. Versus when Dean Withers is deciding the prompts, he's picking them in a way where he knows, like, I've practiced this exact prompt 100 times before on
Mhm.
TikTok.
Right.
I know verbatim, like he knows what he's gonna say to every single response before he says it because he said it so many times before. Like when Dean Withers is saying, "Oh, Donald Trump walked into a dressing room," blah blah blah. If you watch any one of his lives, the way he starts it off is someone comes on, he says, "Oh, how old are you? And did you vote for Trump?" They'll say yes, their age, and then they'll
Mhm.
be like, and then he'll say, "Okay, so why do you support Trump?" And they'll say, "Why do you not support Trump?" And every single time he says the same thing verbatim. He goes, "Oh, because Donald Trump is a sexual predator who walked into a locker room or a changing room of multiple women." And I actually liked Lori's response to that because that was a
Yeah.
good Lori having a background in pageantry and modeling. Definitely threw Dean for a loop there. Especially with the whole. Do you know if Lori was a Playboy model? I know she said Hugh Hefner and she was a model, so I feel like that's just my assumption, but I don't know if she was a model outside of Playboy and just knew him.
No, she was like a model, I think, not like a sexual model of sorts, from my
Interesting.
understanding. From my understanding, because she was talking about the dressing rooms and stuff, and that she had actually like lightly talked to me about it like beforehand, because again, we were talking obviously about the prompts that we knew about before even like sitting on the chairs, like before the filming started. And she did talk about this, and one of the things that she talked about on the debate was how, like you said, like the men, especially in modeling, they enter the changing room because they're parts of the executives and the people just like running the show. And she brought that up, and Dean goes, but Donald Trump was alone. She could have gone further with saying that that is not relevant because he was still an executive part of the pageantry that made it happen. Therefore, he had the right. Like she
And
could
they're
have
also
pushed here.
quoting, like, Dean played the clip. He played a clip from
Yeah,
a Howard Stern show. And there's two things about that. One, if you know anything about Howard Stern used to bring on a Klansman named Daniel Carver, a guy named Gary the Retard, a family of lesbians. He used to bring this family of, like, all retarded people and just put them on panels together. Like, the whole show is just, like, comedy and fucked up shit. Like, that's the whole gist of the show is, like, you have a
you
slut
can't
and a
take it
Nazi
seriously.
debating. Like, that was what the show used to be. And also, when it's similar to like if you watch late night television now, or if you see a clip of it, like it always is somebody telling a story to Conan, and it's like, is that story exactly how it happened, or is that a funny, exaggerated version of how it happened? That's what Trump's doing. Trump is like, and again, I'm not a defender of Trump, but like in a moment like this, it's just like so fucking stupid. It's like he's on Howard Stern. He's obviously not telling you the story exactly how it happened. He's trying to make
Yeah.
Howard laugh a little and playing off Howard's sense of humor. um, is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I found that whole argument by Dean, like the whole he walked into a changing room. It's like, to be honest, even if he did, I don't give a shit. Like, I couldn't care
Jerpshirp
less.
just
That is
gifted
the
one
least of my
subscription on
concerns
Kick.
about the fucking guy. Thank you, Jerpshirp, by the way. But what was I saying? I just looked up Lori to see her modeling pictures. I can't really find them, but I did find some old picture. I mean, here, look. Let's see if could I share it in here? Um, if you click the screen button, you can
Watch.
kind of see. I mean,
Yeah, I see it.
that's her with Trump. Wait, that's
Oh yeah, she's met Trump.
that's her with Trump right there. That's crazy, actually. That's so funny.
I'm kind of surprised. Lori didn't seem like a tall woman, and I know that Trump's tall man. She didn't seem that much shorter than me.
Lori's not that short. I wanted to ask, how tall was Dean Withers compared to you?
He wasn't that tall.
No, I know he's short. I'm just curious because you're about my height. You were wearing big heels, so I don't know. It could be I might be taller. I might be about even. I'm not sure, but
I think I'm shorter than you. I'm 5'1".
Oh, then you're definitely shorter than. Okay, yeah, you're like 3 inches shorter than me.
But I think this Dean must have been 5'8", 5'7", 5'8", 5'7". Let's say 5'7.5" or whatever. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so about average. Not bad. I was just
He had,
curious on that.
30 around him. Oh my gosh. So so I got a selfie with Dean in the end simply because I like obviously like he's somewhat famous. I need to like have a picture. He was such a bad sport. I gotta tell you, I think he had some genuine hatred towards us.
Oh, he does. He
Like
literally hates anybody he disagrees with.
But Dean hates us. Yeah. But he took the picture, and in fact, right after filming ended, we still sit in our chairs, and he pulls out his vape and starts like huffing and puffing, and he just like shook his head, and he's like, "This was rough."
This is my anxiety pen. You ever seen that crash out? You never seen that video? Oh, there's a. Let me see if I could actually just get it pulled up. We'll watch it together. There's this crazy crash out he has where he's like, it's not a vape, it's an anxiety pen.
Oh my god.
And he starts literally just screaming.
Not crash like that. I actually looked at him and I said, puff, puff. And he said like.
Right here. Let me, how do I share this? All right, one sec. Share your screen. All right, can you see that?
Let's see. It's loading.
There,
yep.
I'm sorry that I have anxiety. Okay, and honestly, yeah, it is kind of the fault of people like you that want to come up here and bully and berate me over something that I don't do! Okay? So cut the shit. It's not a vape. All right, it's an anxiety pin, and God, the amount of times that I've asked you to respect me and respect my anxiety pin is, at this point, getting ridiculous, Cody. So please,
justified crash out
for the final and for the billionth time, will you please just respect the fact that it's not a vape and that it's an anxiety pin?
It's a goddamn anxiety pen. Get it right.
What flavor is your vape?
It's just crazy.
You really
right?
got
Like, that's wild. It's not a vape. It's an anxiety pen. It's like, dude, it's a vape. It's a vape. It's a Raspar.
No, he must have been so young there. He looks quite older now than
he's gained weight. He used to be really underweight, and then he gained some weight.
Yeah, I think he's been going to the gym. I did notice like his biceps were a little bit jacked.
He has been working out. I saw that. Parker's got to hit that regimen too. I feel like if the Liberals want to compete, they got to really hit the gym. Dean got that message, but Parker didn't. Parker's the biggest pussy of them all, to be honest. Yeah. When you take like the big three, like who is it? Harry Sisson, Dean Withers, Parker. Those are the three Gen Z liberal douchebags. Hassan Piker, yeah, but he's like a millennial, and he's just such like a fucking loser. Like, there's nothing like all of Hassan Piker's fans are just straight anarchist communists. Like, they're not even liberals. They're way further left than liberals, to the point where they're literally just like, we got to burn the country down, kill everybody, and have a new communist regime. Like, that's their whole thing. They're irredeemable freaks who will never get anywhere. Dean Withers is just like gay, and Parker's even gayer. Parker openly says that he's attracted to trans people. Like, he's attracted to men that change to women.
Disgusting. All right, just don't reproduce, Parker.
Yeah. It is crazy. Imagine being like Parker's dad. Parker's dad is like a really conservative guy from Iowa. He's like a big Christian. Went to church multiple times a week. Brought his son Parker to church multiple times a week. Only for your son to like leave, go to college, and become an absolute douchebag. Like,
actually, 70% of people raised in Christian households, when they go to college, they go towards agnosticism or atheism because they weren't properly taught apologetics. They weren't properly taught the logic behind the existence of God. They were always just taught in a very Bible thumpy manner that the Bible is true simply because it says it's true. Like they don't explain the logical reasons.
Yeah.
It's why I actually became liberal for a short period of time before I found my way back here to God. But that's actually a statistic I know is that 70% of people who were raised in Christian households when they go to college, and they lose it, it's because they weren't taught properly.
Ugh.
So I think Parker just needs to study a little bit more on that. Did you see him and Dean recently debated? I think Alex Stein and Matt Nuclear, I think his name is.
Matt Nuclear
Also,
is the big. I'm actually gonna. I don't know what keeps happening on my screen. Matt Nuclear. I was gonna debate yesterday, but then I had a collab, and then I had one today, obviously with you. Tomorrow on my show live, I'm gonna just be requesting in his live to debate him. That guy's the bigot. Like, I don't even know what you call an Uncle Tom who's a black shilling for Jews instead of white people, but it's like that guy is gonna get his hymen ripped by me on the debate stage. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
you know, he's the newest host of Daily Wire.
I know, that's why. It's like he's a black shilling for the Jews. It's like, dude, what's going on?
I
What
think it's
world
the
are we in?
replacement for Candace Owens. You know, when they lost that black representative, they need a new one, so they got this guy.
Yeah, Matt Nuclear is just such a fucking idiot. Like, I watched his show yesterday because some people I know requested to debate him. And all of his points are so dumb, and he kept contradicting himself. Like, he kept saying Zionism is different from Judaism. And then later, to prove a different point, he was like, oh, but you can't separate Judaism from Zionism. And I'm like, okay, so which one is it, fucktard? Which one is it?
Do you think he's gonna debate you? Like,
He'll
would
debate me.
love to see that.
I'm just gonna request
yeah.
on his live, and he'll let me up eventually. I'll have people
Eventually.
harass him until he does. The other guy, I didn't really know who it was, but the second I heard him say that he had like 3 passports, I was like, okay, you're good. I don't even need to eat. Fuck you. Like, I was like, fuck you. Fuck 2. 2 is more than enough. 2 is too many. 3 is fucking crazy. Get the fuck out of
You
my
really
country
gotta
with them.
start questioning these dual citizens about their loyalty. That's really just the point of that. Like, that's just the question there. So, like, what's the point? Like, why do you need 3? Like, why
The only
can't
thing
you
is
just
like ease of travel, but it's like, okay, like you could suffer like the rest of us. You could suffer like the fuck you.
It's not a problem for me to travel internationally with only my 1 passport. I then like, come down with the rest of us in society kind of thing. But
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I thought that debate wasn't great. Like the whole, I don't know. I almost feel like the debate thing is not that it's going out of style because debate itself never will. But debate got so big with like Jubilee and TikTok Live and Charlie Kirk when he was here. And all these people did emerge like Parker, Harry, Dean. Excuse me, sorry. Like Matt Nuclear. All these people just kind of emerged. And I feel like it's almost going out of style where it's like people used to kind of respect these people and now nobody does. Like almost nobody like looks at these like people who debate every single day, all day, and they're like, you know what? This guy's a stand-up guy. They're like, okay, this guy's just like kind of a grifting piece of shit.
I disagree only because I know it's off election season. Give it another year, it's gonna rise up again. The closer you get to election, it's
Yeah.
gonna come back up again, then it's gonna go back down.
You might
There's
be
right
right
now
there.
when you're debating it doesn't get anywhere because it will really make zero political shift. Things start making waves closer to when election happens. Maybe
Yeah,
even closer
you
to
are right about that for sure. Someone said, what if you want to go to North Korea, can't go there with just a U.S. passport?
I don't think
Well,
that
I
guy's
wouldn't go to
3
North
passports
Korea
would get
unless
him
I
to
had
North
express
Korea.
permission from Kim Jong-un himself, probably. Unless he personally granted that I wouldn't get raped, killed, and tortured. Other than that, I would go. Like, if Kim Jong-un was like, hey, we're going to host you in North Korea, fuck yeah, in a heartbeat. I would love to go see North Korea. I would
They
love to see
offer
a country
tours.
of straight order with no minorities. Just all order.
I mean, you can. There are tours that from a private company. Like you can go to North Korea to visit it.
I'm
Like
too
there's
sad.
actually.
I'm too scared
No.
still. I feel like we'd have to work out some more kinks with them before before I make that trip.
Would you visit Russia? What countries would
Fuck
with the
yeah. I
most
would love to go to
radical?
Dagestan where all the like fighters are in Russia. It's like out in the middle of nowhere in Russia, but I'd love to go out to Dagestan.
Go
Even
to Israel.
Moscow. Like I'd love to just see like Russia in general. I would like to see someone actually asked me this question the other day. There's nowhere in Africa that I really want to go. Like maybe Egypt, but that's not like not sub-Saharan or anything. Egypt, you can make an argument that like that would be kind of cool to visit, maybe.
Only for the pyramids.
Really, the countries I'd want to see are like North Korea, Russia. I've seen a lot of European countries. Romania, I'd like to see. I'd like to see.
Come on, James, go to Palestine.
No, fuck no. If I go within a 100-mile radius of Israel, they're gonna rape me. They're gonna rape me endless. They're gonna have a dog rape me. They're gonna kill
BB's
me.
gonna be waiting for you. BB's gonna be waiting for you. Like, I'm ready for you, James.
There's gonna be an IDF guy just waiting to fuck me. The second I go into that, the second I enter the Middle East, I'm getting raped. So I'm gonna avoid the Middle East. Actually, if I was to go to the Middle East, I would probably go to like Iraq. Like I'd probably go to like the biggest shithole. I don't know.
Yeah, getting cultured. That's what they
Get the
call it.
culture. Really experience what it's like to be a sand person. Ugh.
Just don't
What would you say?
rapper.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite moment of the whole thing? Like, was there a person who stood out to you a lot more that you didn't mention, or was there like a moment that you're like, wow, like this was a lot better than the others during the actual Jubilee thing?
I brought them up. It was Julia and Liz. Liz, she actually came up twice, but she didn't do as strong of a performance in her first than her second. It's really those zinger moments. Julia with her strong alpha male moment. Like she pushed him. That was good, and that was off to a good start, especially after that Tracy bitch like threw us under the bus.
I'm gonna
But-
look at who this Tracy girl is.
You-
Let me
alright.
pull. I'm pulling that up while you're talking.
But yeah, that Tracy bitch, she sucked, but luckily she was followed up by Julia. And as you saw, she ran out the clock. I think she was the longest sitting one in the middle for the entire time. We did not vote her out because she was doing such a strong job. Liz with the end with the whole, if you're a Christian but you don't want to like kill non-Christians, like raise your flag or whatever, that end one. I will say Dean, and this kind of like off that, but like Dean was very strategic when he chose his final debater to be that crazy Shiva chick.
Oh
Because
yeah, you picked the old lady, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so bad.
it wasn't really highlighted in the episode, but on there she would not shut the fuck up. She would not let Dean talk. And the moderator had to be like, "Can you please let Dean respond? Can you please let Dean respond?" And another thing, it's something called the harm clause. We can't insult each other. So Dean had called Shiva, I think, a moron at one point, and he had to be like, "Dean, please, this is a warning. You can't insult." And Shiva
Wait,
called him
what?
some kind of
You can't
Yeah.
insult people.
cannot.
That's
you can't
because
insult
of
the
me.
person. No way. No, you can't insult the no way.
That's definitely
You're talking-
because I was calling them all morons and retards at our Jubilee filming. I was
You
literally
think-
just looking him in the
gotta
eye,
look
and I'm like, "That's the lowest IQ thing I've ever heard. You're an idiot."
maybe different directors, different rules. But yeah, he called us a moron, and they were like, "No, we got to give you a warning." And they said like, "If we have to give you 2 warnings, you're kicked out." So that's wild. We can't say, we have to be very gentle with each other's feelings. Which is kind of tough because I would have like, gone a little bit more aggressive, but it's tough when you have only like a few minutes up there and you're only just getting warmed up.
So this Tracy girl's in Florida. Maybe I'll set up a debate with her. That's interesting, huh? just looked.
She considers herself like a conservative, but yet she's debating all these like liberal points, like with abortion and like men not being good leaders. And obviously everything is case by case, but when you're debating someone and you're making the case for how men are, you gotta like, you can't take it case by case because anything can be taken case by case. But she's just like, I'm like, no, like shut up, like you're not playing for our team right now. Like,
Yeah,
it
I
was so
realized during that episode a big problem was people who didn't understand the generalizations. It's like if I say like blacks commit a lot of crimes, and they're like, oh, actually, I know a black guy who doesn't commit any crimes. It's like, okay, well, that's the exception of the rule, not the rule itself. But that was like kind of what it was like, where people would say these things and someone would be like, oh, but I know this person who did it. And it's like, okay, that's not a good argument. That just shows that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And Dean was doing that a lot, but so are the old ladies.
It was sad, and I wish Jubilee may have, could have been more selective. And especially, I did talk to some of the girls afterwards, and they were disappointed by how many Trump directed prompts there were. Because, like I said before, when I signed up for it, this was advertised as conservative women. I didn't sign up for MAGA women. I signed up as conservative women.
Yeah.
Yet this was so targeted in Trump that I think that half of my team didn't want to debate those points, and they talked about that afterwards, like with me and some of the girls. One of the girls didn't debate any points. And there was one in the circle who just sat there the entire 4 hours.
She just took her
Yeah.
$50 and ran home. That's
Yeah, I hope she
crazy.
lives in LA.
$12.50 an hour to just sit there.
No.
That's probably less than California minimum wage too.
Ugh, but I'm like, you're just wasting space, and it frustrates me. It really frustrates me because I'm like, this is like you're taking an opportunity away from someone who probably deserves it more.
Well, you want to see something
And
funny?
very deep guy.
I'm gonna show you the guy who took my spot because I dropped out literally last second of my surrounded video, and they had to obviously fill my spot pretty quick. I'm gonna show you the guy who took my spot. Let me get him pulled up here because it's so wild when you actually see like who that. Yeah, it's right here. How do I share my screen? Sharing the screen. This is the guy who they got to replace me. Just look at this guy. In the far right video.
Okay. Hold on, it's loading. Yeah, this thing's still loading. Oh gosh, that mustachio?
He's a guy who was born in Iran and is basically like he's in the middle. He's not even like to the right. He's just like in the middle, basically. This is who they got to replace me in the far right video after I had to drop out. This is like their last second call up. It's just so crazy. Jubilee casting sucks.
How did you know it was him and not any of the other ones?
Because I knew a lot of the other people who were on there. He was like the last to get the call, and it was like right around when I had, because I was supposed to go there start of June, like 2 or 3 days into June, and then on the second to last day of May, I broke my arm. So like 4 or 5 days before, I had to drop out, and I was already confirmed for like a month at that point. It was just so ridiculous. But yeah, that guy took my spot, and he was like the dumbest fucking guy. And he was also just like an Iranian arguing to be a far-right American, and it's like, all he did was agree with Mehdi Hassan. And it's like, okay, Mehdi Hassan is like a far-left Muslim, not even a real American.
Yeah. You know, I think that, you know, like you said, like they do it on purpose, but I hope that over time, like, they get a little bit tighter on that. I don't know if you saw, but they're starting that new show, The Split, where it's supposed to bring the left and the right together in a non-aggressive debate. So I think Jubilee is at least attempting to look like they're not taking a side, and I hope that actually does continue where they...
Oh, they take a side. I mean, if you just look at their demographics, it would be impossible for them not to, like, if they took a centric, like if they were like, okay, we're just going to be completely in the middle, we're not going to favor left or right, they would lose a third or 2/3 of their viewer base, because their viewer base is literally just like, for the most part, it's very far left women who watch Jubilee. It's some men, but it's mainly very far left women who are the consumers of it. And yeah, they just wouldn't watch it if it was like videos that favored the right or videos that didn't make the left look like that much better.
Then how come Charlie Kirk's surrounded video is like 49 million views? I think there's potential.
That you just can't contain. You can't. Some things, it's like you could try for so long to keep the cat in the bag, but you can't do it forever. It's like you let a guy like Charlie Kirk on there, it's like you might expect, you know, oh, they're gonna get moments, but he was just so quick and smart and so talented with it. He had all the best things about like Dean Parker, Harry. All the best things about all the best debaters of the last 20 years. Charlie Kirk had all those things as one person without a college degree and with just like book knowledge. He was a very special case. And to be honest, that's why they took him out. That's one of the reasons that he got taken out, is because of how effective he was. There's a reason they're not taking shots at like all the other podcasters, but he's the one who sadly got killed.
It was such a loss. And I think that, you know, there will be a difference, you know, and it will be influential in the next election, because there isn't a voice anymore that's like leading young college people, young voters on like, I think, the right path.
We lost a like whatever the goals of killing Charlie Kirk was, I think they succeeded with it. That's very sad to say, but it's like I remember after he died, everybody was saying we're not going to let his legacy be tarnished. We're not going to, let them win. Like, this is our moment. We're going to fight for Charlie. We are Charlie. Like, all those things. We failed at that. Everybody failed at that. The left got exactly what they wanted out of that. They cut off the youth from the White House. And like you said, the direction when it comes to getting back to Christ, getting back to conservatism, all these things. They did truly, sadly, win at that.
They started off good. Like, there was a Christian movement, but I think the infighting that happened afterwards, as they debate like conspiracy theories, and even like just with each other, the two far right guys like Nick Fuentes, for example, versus like a more moderate, right winger. So suddenly there's infighting, a little civil war.
I think the
just
infighting's
couldn't
almost
get better.
necessary. And the
You
left is
think?
doing it too. The left just doesn't, like, they don't do it as publicly. That's the difference with the left. Is like there's a lot of infighting on the left. It's just a lot of it's behind the scenes. The difference with the right is we just take it to Twitter and we're like, fuck you. Like, I literally, when I had beef with Lori, I took it to Twitter and I tweeted at her. I'm like, Lori, it's crazy that you're defending this. Like, it's crazy that you're saying we should be
Yeah.
at war with Iran and we've been at war with them for 47 years. I'm like, that's wild.
So I asked her this. I asked her, why, what do don't you think that this kind of makes America look like they're under Israel's thumb? Pretty much this. Her response to me was, we don't know everything that goes behind, the president's decision. There could be something that the president knows that we just don't know that led him to do this decision to go to war. I was just like, okay, that's your take. That's your take.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, well, I think obviously the president is allowed some secrets, but when you're going to war, there has to be at least a level of disclosure to make the public understand, or else, you lead to this point where now everyone hates Trump.
Yeah, I
love
just
the
think
fact
it
that I
was,
hate Trump.
I think Trump even realizes how bad of a situation he's gotten himself in with, like, Israel. They've been undermining the ceasefire agreements and all that every single time we've been in negotiations, and it's happening right now. Like, literally as we speak, they're undermining us. And I think even Trump is starting to realize, like, holy shit, I'm, like, way in over my head on this. Like, I'm actually fucked. It got to the point where now the DOJ, Trump instructed the DOJ to launch an investigation into oil companies on why gas prices are high. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The Strait of Hormuz is still closed. To this moment, it's
Right.
closed. That's why gas prices are high. And you have to launch it. You have to spend taxpayer dollars to investigate that? Are you fucking kidding me?
He definitely realized it, but you can't. It's not like he can say like, "Oh, I was wrong. Look how that's gonna make him look like to the world power." But he shouldn't have done it in the first place. And whatever secret decision making that was involved in his reasoning, I can't think of it as justified. And again, I don't love the fact that I don't like Trump right now, because I loved Trump before. I did.
I know,
That's just
it's me
true.
too. Because I always say I
And
never left MAGA. I constantly say I never left MAGA. MAGA left me. It's like
yeah,
MAGA was Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk, even like Joe Rogan. Like MAGA was, it was an idea. It wasn't just like a cult. It was the idea of taking America back for the people, putting the power back in the people's hands,
America first.
stopping the mass migration, stopping the fraud and abuse. It was just making America great again. And then over time, it went from like truly wanting to make America great to like, okay, now we need to take donors. Now we need to make these donors happy. Who gives a fuck about what the people want as long as the donors are happy? Like, that's what it just became. And it's like, all the people who were originally MAGA are not MAGA anymore. Now MAGA is like Laura Loomer, Mark Levin, Ben Shapiro. And it's like, okay, it's really just all the people who are shilling for Israel that are left. There's not a lot
Yeah.
outside of that. Someone said they
I
liked your
think
debate in the they said, I actually found your debate with Dean very interesting. I'd be interested to hear more. Well, that's what this whole live has
I
been,
could
buddy.
keep talking about it. I actually, the part in my debate with Dean where I was talking about the IUD, I don't know if you remember, but Charlie's debate with Dean, when Charlie was in the middle, they actually brought up that point about, an IUD and,
It's such a
is
bad.
the
You had a
mother.
great point on that with the car and everything. The primary
Yeah.
function. Yeah.
And I noticed something at the end is he will just start throwing big words in long sentences.
Yeah.
And that's when I was voted out, because while he's talking, like the people in the circle probably was like, okay, it's my turn now, and they started raising their little flags. But maybe I am a little butthurt about it. I want to go back and debate Dean.
Go
Yeah,
on his
I'm gonna
live.
say
Go on his TikTok live. I've debated him before on there. The problem with debating him on TikTok, the thing that really sucks is the muting. So when you debate someone on TikTok, the host would they have control of the mute button. They can mute you as much as they want. When I debated Dean, he probably muted me 80 times. And it's just like, it gets really annoying because you'll be in the middle of a sentence. He'll cut you off in your sentence by muting you and then just start talking. And then it's like, okay, like, is this even a real debate? Like,
yeah.
you know.
It's so rigged. And the more I go in these debates, the more I'm realizing it's all friggin' rigged. It's all rigged, but it's not gonna make me stop. Like,
Jubilee is
speaking
definitely
my
as biased
truth.
as it gets. There are better platforms or better debates than Jubilee, but it's like there's not a lot of like big channels like Jubilee. That's the thing. It's like Jubilee has 10 million subscribers. Like you can find debates here and there. I never have a problem doing it. It's just like, okay, is it going to be as big?
So I got invited like on that episode, like so I guess like my social media handle was there. So Dr. Daft show and like Sean Kelly.
I know.
Sean Kelly
I've
gave me a
DM'd
link.
Sean Kelly before. He does a lot of interviews. That's a good one to do. And Dr.
He's gonna
Daft.
have Pearl Davis on. I wanted to debate Pearl Davis. I think that's her
Just a
name.
mud shark.
The red pillar. Because because she's not trad. She's anti-marriage.
She's
and
pro porn. Yeah, she's pro porn. She's like, there was a funny interaction where like all these, I call them e-girls, just women on the internet in general. All these e-girls were arguing on social media, and they were like, one of them just goes, this one girl, Lily Gaddis, who's like a white nationalist, she goes, Pearl, shut the fuck up. You fuck black guys. And then Pearl's response to that was, my boyfriend's actually Dominican. And I never laughed harder in my life than when I read that. Because I'm like, was your response really? No, he's actually Dominican to being about, it's like, it's the same fucking thing. Are you fucking kidding? Have you ever seen a Dominican? They are black. They are essentially just they're mainly black with a little Spanish, it seems. But it's like so crazy. It's like, you fuck black guys. Like, no, I don't. I only fuck Dominicans. It's like, okay, bitch, that's the same fucking thing. Like,
I do think she's gotten a little bit more trad over time, but she's really wild about it. But you know what? I'm not gonna hate on her that much because she does make a good point about the marriage thing, which is like, why should we promote marriage when it hurts men? Like in terms of if there was like the power in a marriage is right now societally on the woman's hands.
There actually is a
divorce
good, you can make a good argument for what she's saying, but I think it's a healthy mix. I think with marriage, what I want to do is a pretty good idea, which is I want to take, like, I obviously want more people to get married, but at the same time, I realize that marriage, in the way we have it set up, sucks. We need to take marriage away from the government, state, federal, all completely, and basically say that marriage is strictly a religious thing. And like, if people who aren't religious want to live together forever and call themselves husband and wife, do it. Nobody's going to stop you. You could still throw the wedding party and you could still buy each other rings. Nobody's going to stop you. But there's no reason that like the government should be involved in marriage, and it would definitely lower divorce rates. It would fix a lot of different things. And I think it would incentivize the right kind of marriage. But it's like, unless you're getting married for religious purposes, there's no real reason to get married, because you could still just do all that and say you are. You could still just like literally have a wedding, buy rings, bridesmaids, groomsmen. You could do the whole fucking shebang, buy a house, live together, call each other husband and wife, and just not be on paper, with the government married.
Yeah. I just think that it's so like such a part. It'll never happen. I agree, but it will never happen. They will never take marriage away from the government.
No, it's a moneymaker. It's a $1 trillion industry.
I get your point, but also I do think that in some ways a legal marriage will protect children. Like, I think, raising a child, it turns out better in a stable, actually like married household, especially when even things like setting our kid up for school, there's so much legal paperwork involved in all that. It has to, and it would have to be taken out on such a root foundational level. But yeah, I think that is a good idea, but I see the benefits of it being a government.
Someone asked how marriage hurts men in the chat. the divorce courts literally rape men. For example, like women tend to control sexual access. So it's like if you're a married man and your only sexual outlet's your wife and your wife refuses to have sex with you for 5 years, it's like, okay, your options are to cheat or remain abstinent. And sure, that could be both ways, but again, that's the exception to the rule, not the rule itself. There's plenty of ways men get fucked in marriages. Again, just look at literally any divorce or the majority of divorces.
Yeah. And everyone will give these dumb reasons like, oh, I just fell out of love with my husband, or, we're not having enough sex. I get that and all, but you made a vow.
Yeah.
To me, that's not a promise. That's not a pinky promise. No, you have committed your life.
Yeah, and you made a vow before God. It's not even like you just made a vow to the person. When you have your vows, you're doing it before God, before your husband.
It's like, maybe you feel some type of way about it, but even if there's like cheating, you got to work through it, because you work through it.
Yeah, I mean,
your
from the Catholic perspective, if
broken.
someone cheats, you're not supposed to get divorced. You can like move them out of the house, but at that point, still, you're supposed to remain sexually abstinent unless you're with that person. You're not, one case of infidelity doesn't justify another.
Yeah, and I think that is such a hot take. I feel like if these words went public, they would like shame me for saying that. So you're saying that women should stay with men who cheat? And it's like, no, bitch. It's for all cases. I think that, firstly, like, there's so much into that. Like, why? But to me, the solution is the solution is just not divorce, unless in serious like cases where you're being physically harmed or something. But then that's the whole point, right? Of you got to choose the right person. People are just choosing like the next hottie in the street or something without taking into consideration these things. And I think that's because they're not looking at marriage, like you said, through a religious lens. Because if you did, then you would just, all the pieces would fall in place and there wouldn't be this confusion about what is and what isn't permissible in a marriage, I suppose. There's nothing, divorce is never permissible. Divorce isn't even a vocabulary in the dictionary.
No, I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous. And plus, we're just seeing like not only just rise in divorce rates among newer couples, blah blah. We're seeing record now of like divorces that are happening literally now on people who are in their like 50s and 60s, who like kids are out of the house, but it's like they're still getting divorced. It's like, okay, that's just like ridiculous to me. It's like you're more than halfway done with your life. You're like 2/3 into your life, and you're gonna divorce the person you've been with for a third of it. It just makes no sense to me. Unless that person, like you said, is literally like beating the fuck out of you. There's really not many, if any, good reasons.
Yeah. And, I think it just kind of promotes being a quitter.
Someone just asked a stupid question. Let me quickly respond to this. Someone said, what's your opinion on Nick promoting racial segregation and immigration? Who cares about whites being outnumbered? Race is not important, and if the right is, I'll be more inclusive, we will gain voters. Yeah, that's the gayest fucking thing I've ever heard. Shut the fuck up. Oh, we'll get more voters. Like shut the fuck up. How about we just take over this fucking country like we should? White people built this nation. They built all the roads. They built all the house. Like, white people literally built this entire fucking nation. Everything about this nation was built by white people. And to say, oh, why does it matter if white people aren't the majority in this country is ridiculous. Literally every time white people have their own country or have, when I say their own, it's not like there's no minorities, but the majority is white. Every single time, what happens? People mass migrate there because those are the better countries, the safer countries, the countries with more opportunities. White people don't want to have their countries ruined by third worldists. So suck my fucking dick if you think it's racist. I don't fucking care. Saying, oh, why does he like segregation? Okay, first of all, voluntary segregation should be legal. Second of all, it's just retarded to say that we should allow an infinite amount of browns and blacks to pour over the fucking borders or even through legal immigration channels. It just makes no sense. He goes, slaves were a part of making this country. First of all, slaves did little to fucking nothing outside of like farming and housework. It's not like they were actively contributing to building the fabric of America. That's a retarded statement. And to act like it couldn't have been done without slaves is also retarded because post-slavery we did just fine. It was also white people who fought to free the slaves. And third of all, we should bring back slavery for violent criminals. I'm done interacting with you, faggot. Like, okay, back to
And
Enya.
I just want to say that the black people have already segregated themselves. In colleges, there are black-only dormitories. There are these black-only communities, and that's okay because
I'm actually
everyone
for
loves
that.
black
I'm okay
people.
with that. I think we should have voluntary segregation. I think if like black people want to live with black people or white people want to live with white people, it should be allowed. Like forcing it, it's a little different. But just saying, like, if you want to be amongst your own people, like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, we have Jewish enclaves, Muslim enclaves, even a few, but some Christian enclaves in the country. It's like, why not? You know, why isn't there like a black area or a white area or like outside of just different street names?
I just don't like that it's okay for any race except for white people in this country. Like you said, like white, whatever. Like if I
European
want to just go
heritage
hang out,
built this nation. Yeah. It's like this
so
guy in the argument. He's like, oh, but the slaves built the infrastructure. It's like, no, the Italians and Irish built the infrastructure. Actually, fucked hard. You think the slaves were building the skyscrapers in Manhattan or the fucking railways? No,
yeah.
suck my dick. Like, people like that guy in the chat are so retarded. I just can't even stand it. It's just so fucking low IQ. They know nothing.
Well, I do think that down the line, the black people in the black community are eventually gonna crumble, and just like Somalians, I hope they go to their own little world in their own little way because I want to live in a society that's thriving and like just like the things that I kind of talked about with the ICE and like we're talking about now, with the whole racial segregation. If you just do that experimentally speaking, even now, I like I said before, I live in like a somewhat blackish community, and my city in Connecticut is actually ranked the worst city to live in Connecticut. The
Yeah,
worst.
they'll
And
end
I
up doing
wonder
that. If you live
why.
by a lot of Jews, the property value goes up. You live by a lot of blacks, it goes down.
They're not gonna like to talk about that though, and no one likes to talk about how the most expensive states are the blue states, or how all of the rich company owners are Democrats, because they're too busy thinking that we as conservatives are the issue when it's not, or white people. Like no one likes to talk about the Asians because we're this weird in between. We're a minority,
Well,
but we kind
Asians
of
are
act
great. They
like
don't commit crimes. They make money. They're smart. They're quiet. They discipline their kids. They rarely get divorced. There's not a lot of cheating. That it's a
it's because
pretty
they're the exception. They don't do what the black people in a good amount of the Hispanic culture does, which is, have like single mother households. Exactly what you said. Like we care very much about traditionalism. And I think that's what we're thriving. And the minority groups, like, black people particularly, don't want to talk about the Asians for that reason.
Yeah, it's just also there's just not a lot to say for them. It's like what are the blacks going to complain about with the Asians? It's like there's a lot to complain about with the blacks. You complain about the fatherhood rate, the abortion rates, the crime rates. You complain about a lot. But with Asians, it's like okay, there's a lot to respect there. Similar with white people, similar with even Jew. Like there's a lot to criticize, but as a whole, they're very accomplished people. That is one thing you have to give the Jews is they're extremely smart, extremely tribal, and extremely accomplished, which is something that a lot of people are not. So, but I know you got to go. I know you only had an hour, but thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. It was very fun. So you said
Thank
you're
you.
looking to do some debates in the future.
Yeah, and I was told for at least the Sean Kelly one that me or like, and if I know people, so I'm letting you know. Maybe you can debate Pearl Davis too. I want you to. I actually think you could do a good
I
job
like
debating
Pearl
Pearl.
Dave. Like I disagree with her on some, but I like her. So I don't know. I
That's
like to
exactly
debate
why
people
I
I
want to
don't
debate.
like, but I would consider it. I'll definitely. You texted me a list. I'll check out the list for sure. But thank you for
Okay.
coming on. I appreciate it. Always a fun time talking to you, Enya. I hope you have a great rest of your day. You killed it on Jubilee, as
Thank
always. So
you.
thank you so much. Truly appreciate
Thank you.
you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Let's bring it back to the main screen here. Okay. That was fun. I love talking to Enya. Enya's great. Enya is truly incredible. Very based woman. Very funny woman. One of the only women I'd give the right to vote to be honest. Someone said, ooh, go debate Dean next. Dude, I've debated Dean multiple times. I've done it on TikTok. Maybe I'll do it again in the future. It's just very annoying. It's just like literally the most. Like I'm gonna debate Matt Nuclear on TikTok tomorrow on live. It's just such a fucking headache to debate Dean. He's so annoying. And again, like the guy was saying, oh, he doesn't mute unless you're acting out. It's like, no, he just mutes. I've dealt with it. I've debated him multiple times. He will literally just mute you mid-sentence for no reason. And it's just like, when you don't have the ability to do that yourself, it's just retarded. Someone said, why are you attacking me? Okay, first of all, I called the other person. I was attacking the other person, but you sounded a little bit annoying too. Someone goes, Smith is right. My dad fought against Nazis in World War II, and we don't want to bring Nazism back. My parents and I protested segregation in the 60s, and we hate to see young people getting these dangerous ideas. Okay, first of all, voluntary segregation is different than forced segregation. Voluntary is literally what we already have for black people, and I'm just arguing that white people should be able to do the same thing. Like, we have black-only dorms at a lot of colleges in this country. Why can't white people have white-only dorm? Like, again, all I'm arguing is for equality. I'm arguing for the same thing they already have. So, retarded point. Second thing, I don't want to kill. I'm a Catholic. When you say, like, oh, they fought against the Nazis. Okay, here's what's bad about the Nazis. The Nazis killed people. I'm against killing people. I'm critical of many groups. I'm against killing people. I don't want to kill people. I want to deport about 100 million, but I don't want to kill anybody. I'm actually even anti-death penalty. That's why I'm pro-slavery. I'm not pro-slavery in the old sense. I'm pro-slavery in the sense that why put a criminal for a violent crime in jail when you can make them a slave and put them in the same position that we have illegal immigrants doing jobs? Like, people always say the economy will take a hit if we remove illegal immigrants, but it's like, okay, but we have a prison system filled with violent criminals that we could literally put to work for 14 hours a day. It's just so fucking stupid. Probably because you're aggressive and use slurs. Dean's against hateful speech. Yeah, I didn't use slurs when I debated Dean, but just because you said that, I'm going to call you a faggot because you sound like one. Minorities don't already have the same right that white people do. Yeah, that minorities have more rights than white people do, actually, in 2026. There's not a single thing a minority can't do that I can do, but there's many things they can do that I can't do. So shut the fuck up. That's a literal retarded argument. People like you are gay. People like you have no balls. Suck my dick. You just sound like a complete and utter faggot. So if you are for equality, you'd be happy seeing non-white people getting rights. How do non-white people not have rights? What can they not do? What can a black person not do that I can do? Can they not go to the bank? Can they not drink from a fucking water fountain? Can they not go eat at the same restaurants I can? Suck my fucking dick, faggot. It's just so stupid. It is the dumbest fucking thing ever. The reason they have more rights is literally they can go into black-only dorms. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody mentions it. White-only dorms, racism. Return of the land, racism. But no, it's not racist when black people want to have black-only spaces in dormitory. That's not racist at all. Super racist, though, if white people want it. Again, and here's the thing. Black people are 13% of the population and commit the vast majority of violent crimes. They're also genetically lower IQ and genetically more likely to commit those crimes as men because of the warrior gene that black men are twice as likely than European heritage men are to have. The warrior gene is going to cause more aggression, people to act more hastily, all these things. And black people are statistically twice as likely than European men to have this, or European heritage men to have this. And also, like I said, beyond that, the IQ differences alone are just so fucking massive. The average IQ of black people is 85, while the average IQ of like a white's like 105. And then for someone like me who's in the 130s, it's miserable to talk to an 85. It's literally like talking to a wall to talk to an 85 IQ person. And for the people who are like, oh, but that's socioeconomic. Bullshit. IQ is genetic. So again, suck my fucking dick. There's nothing you say that is actually true because you are arguing from a gay liberal perspective that is based off of feelings and emotions and not facts. Like, if black people were super positive to be around, super fun and nice and not violent, very smart, they could articulate their points, and they just didn't commit acts of violence, people would go out of their way to be around black people and celebrate them. But the reason so many people are so critical of black people is because they act like shit. At a point, you just need some accountability. When only 25% of the dads stay around, when they are committing 55% of the murders as 13% of the population, over 75% of the youth theft arrests, per capita leading in rapes, shootings, stabbings, burglaries, kidnappings, pedophilia, per capita leading in almost every terrible statistic, it's like, yeah, people are going to be a little bit soured to you. So it's just so fucking stupid. Can black people go into white-only places? Again, if we're talking about voluntary segregation, you would make the argument that if white people can't go into black-only spaces, black people shouldn't go into white-only spaces. But again, this is in a hypothetical of like real voluntary segregation past what we have now. What we have now is literally only black-only public spaces. The only white-only space that we have in this country, to my knowledge at this point, is the Return to the Land with Arval, which requires like an application, a massive deposit, and you have to build your own fucking house. So it's just not even comparable at scale. Source, please. Source my dick and balls. Suck my dick, faggot. Like, source on what? Shut the fuck up. This is why people hate people like you. Source, please. Kill yourself. Shut the fuck up. You're gay. You're so gay. Like, you're so gay. It's just so annoying. Like, it's so stupid. Source, please. Kill yourself. How about that? I'd love to read your evidence about this black gene or brain chemistry. Okay, sure. I'll get it pulled up for you. I'll get it pulled up for you. And there's many books about it too. Also, many major universities have done studies on this. Like, read the book The Bell Curve. Read any of the studies, not even based off the evidence of the bell curve, but that back up the evidence of the bell curve that show that there's an IQ difference between, like for example, women are technically higher IQ on average than men, but at the same time, there's like little to no female geniuses ever. Men are usually less in the middle, more genius or retarded. It's differences between race and genders when it comes to IQ. IQ is completely genetic. But okay. This is if you want to look it up, this is the gene. Feel free to look it up. The 2-repeat allele of the MAOA gene confers an increased risk for shooting and stabbing behaviors, and black people are more likely to have this. You could just Google it. You could literally just Google it. There's your fucking source, okay? If you don't know what to Google, again, there you go. Take a screenshot right now, fucktard, because this is the time you're going to see it. There you go. Take that. It's just so fucking stupid. And then what was the other one? The genetic IQ one? Again, just go read the book, The Bell Curve. Go read the studies out of the University of Delaware. Go read studies from any of the Ivy League universities that have done studies on this. Go look at the studies just out of Africa recently that showed the average IQ of a sub-Saharan was lower than the average IQ of someone with Down syndrome in America. Again, like, these are provable things, quantifiable things that you guys are acting like, source, please, I don't believe it. Like, shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking cares. I'm not your educator. I do a live stream where I talk about political news. I don't need to educate douchebag, retarded liberals on genetics about black people. It's not my job. Like, you can do your own research. The people who are like, source, please, kill yourself. Go look up your own fucking source, you faggot. Like, do you need somebody to fucking hold your balls for you while you do it? Do you need somebody to hold your fucking hand? Like, shut the fuck up. This is why people hate you guys, because you guys are ineffective, literal retards. To the fucking Indian bot who just joined my kick chat, literally by a rope and a stool today. Yeah, Indian bot farms are the biggest cancer to society next to OnlyFans and women. Fuck you, and I hate your entire country because of the bot farms. Like, it's not the only reason I don't like India. There's many reasons. Let's be honest. They have a shit-throwing festival. They fucking eat with their feet and shit like that. Have you ever seen videos of Indian street food? Literally will make you want to go commit atrocities. Like, it's disgusting. You gave me a source. I'll go read it. It's okay. Calm down. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Ugh. Okay, let's see. JT goes, I'll debate you, James. JT, if you want to debate me, feel free. I don't know what we disagree on. No, I think me and JT agree on everything besides LeBron versus Jordan. Pod for an hour on GM? I'm not sure what you mean, crazy people. Pod for an hour on GM. What are you talking about? Are you asking if I... Wait. What are you asking? Just re-clarify what you're asking. Howard said, read my previous comment if you ain't scared. Didn't I already read your gay-ass comment? Wasn't it the one? Yeah, I read your comment about the Nazis. I already responded to it. Shut up. Again, this is why you people are gay. This is why nobody likes you guys. Holy shit. Why does giving me your source cause an emotional crash of, can't wait to see this website? Yeah, it was a medical journal, you fucking idiot. Second of all, I just think you guys are all retarded and need to be told about it. Google Meet. Pod for an hour on Google Meet. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do I'll come on. What time is it? 8:20? 8:20. I'll come on for an hour. Fuck it. Yeah, I can do an hour now. I was just thinking about it. It's not, I don't have to do anything that early tomorrow. Someone said you wouldn't last in a debate against me. I'd wipe you out. Okay, pussy, I will literally rape you. I'll crack you open like an Epstein child. No, that's crazy. That's a little crazy. But, again, what would you even... JT goes, MJ is the GOAT. No, he's not. MJ is maybe top 3. We could be honest. Maybe top 3. Do you want to hop on the pod for an hour? Dude, I'm down. I'll hop on. Should I just combine it with this, or should I do a new live? What do you guys think? I could do a whole... let's see. What I'm debating is, do I combine it with what I'm doing now? Or... yeah, I'll just keep this one running. I do have to take a piss at a point. Enya goes, segregation happens on a micro level, even in families like fathers have quality time with their sons and mothers have quality time with their daughters because the engagement that happens is different. Yeah, I just think we need to give people the option of saying, like, you're not going to be able to be... like, for example, I don't like Orval. I really don't. I think he's a retard. But Orval did this return of the land thing for white people, European heritage, to have their own, piece of land where they could just live. And then a Jewish woman tried to buy property there, and then she sued, and then she said, I had no intention of even buying the property. I just, knew it would be a good lawsuit or a good investment. And it's like, okay, that's the most Jewish thing I've ever heard, first of all. Second thing, it's like, that's what we want to avoid. We just want to be able to create situations where people aren't getting sued for just wanting to live in what makes them happy. It's like liberals will argue that it will make me happy to chop my dick off. So you have to let me do that. But if white people want to live near other white people, that's the worst thing in the world. It's like, really? You're mass aborting babies. You have killed 10 times the babies through abortion that men have killed in all wars in all human history. A quarter of my generation was literally genocided through this. You guys are allowing white people to be replaced in the country they built, similar to every other white country. It's like white people build a nation for third worlders to come, and then when the third world has come, look what happens. The country starts going to shit. America's going to shit. It wasn't going to shit prior to 1965 before Hart Celler, but post Hart Celler, look where we're at. And you could blame many things like the gold standard. You could blame pointless Middle Eastern wars. You could blame a lot of things, but a big thing also is multiculturalism does not work unless you have a massive government who has an insane amount of oversight in your lives. And if we're really going to live under this American principle of freedom, self-determination, then it's ridiculous to say that we should have a multicultural society which would require a larger government with more oversight into our lives. If you had a shared culture and identity, you do not need that. That is the big difference. It's just so ridiculous. Crazy People goes, we haven't even gone live yet. When are you planning on going live? I guess that factors a little bit. When are you planning on starting the live? Someone said, are you live every day? Monday through Friday, except for this Friday. I will not be here this Friday, and there's actually a chance I'm not even here Monday. I actually can almost guarantee I'm not here Monday. I'm going away for the weekend. I don't think I'll... yeah, here's the thing. I could be doing a show Friday, but if I do one, it's going to be at noon Eastern time, maybe 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern time. Monday, it's not happening, though. Tuesday, I'll do a show. Monday, it's not happening. He goes, invite sent. Oh, are you starting it now? It's totally fine to hang out with whatever people you want. That's different than laws infringing on certain groups of people. You just want to be around white people, do it. Yeah, but the difference is say you want to live in a community of only white people. You want to live in a community of people, for example, if a Jewish person wants to live in a community of only Jewish people, I don't think they should be stopped. If a Muslim wants to live in a community of only... actually, you could make arguments against Jewish and Muslim because this is a Christian nation, but for sake of argument, we'll say, things like that do happen. Look at Dearborn, Michigan, for example. And Christians, if you want to live in a Christian society, again, we have a few of them, but, that should be a thing. And it should apply to the races. We have black-only dorms. And yes, white people can apply to be in those dorms, but they're discouraged from doing so, which I actually think you should probably just ban white people from, I don't know. Then there gets some complications, I guess, but you can figure out a way to, again, I'm not the one creating the fucking laws. There are people who could talk this out and figure out a real plan, but some form of voluntary where it's legal, not enforced by force, but you can't get sued if you want to live in a white only neighborhood. That's really the end goal is I don't want to get sued for living in a white only neighborhood. That's gay. Okay, I am going to go take a piss because I'm going to hop on the Crazy People podcast for an hour here, actually. So we got a little bit of a surprise. Let me do this. I'm going to pull up a video on X for you guys to watch. So you guys have something to watch while I'm taking a piss really quick. Let's see. The only video that keeps popping up on my timeline right now is this video of this guy getting his hand cut off. But I don't know if I want to show. I think we're gonna save that for tomorrow. That's gonna be one of our topics tomorrow. So let's see. I'm looking for just like a. Okay, here's a woman of a girl saying we don't need to be around blacks. I don't know if I agree with how she's saying it or not. I haven't watched the video yet, but here, I'm just going to play this for you guys. I'm going to take a piss. I'll be right back.
You went to a casino.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily great for money.
We brought a set amount. It wasn't that.
How much?
I brought 150 and he did too.
For a week at the casino? No way. Go f yourself.
I did take out more money.
There
I don't know
you
if you know
go.
that.
That's impossible. Okay, where else did you go this year?
2 cruises.
What the fuck?
Actually, no,
2
because if
cruises this
you
year?
count since like last September,
And I
we went on
know
a
you
cruise.
avoid Carnival like the
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
We don't need to be around those blackies. F them.
What the I shouldn't laugh at that. That is crazy. Why would you say that?
Why?
Yeah, why would you say
That
that?
might have been the
Nasty.
realest thing you've ever said.
No,
Carnival's
why would you actually
gross.
say that out loud? That's crazy.
Why?
You're laughing about it. That's insane.
It's
That's an
Carnival.
insane thing
Have
to
you ever
say.
seen a Carnival cruise?
Oh, what? That doesn't sound like a joke. Yeah, that's not a joke. I say
Alright,
jokes.
I'm back.
That's
I'm
not
back. Like, I was listening. It's just like, what did she say? Oh, I don't like blackies. It's like, okay, who gives a shit? Again, like, I don't care about the opinions of women. If I'm being honest, I just don't. Like, I think, like, the amount of women I take seriously, it's you know, very few. So, okay, you sent it to my email. You said you sent me an invite. Let's get that loaded up right now. Ugh. Someone said, how in the world is this not fascism? How is that fascism? Saying voluntary segregation is not fascist. That's just you being a fucking idiot if you think that's fascism. Okay, let's get on. I love doing shows with the Crazy People podcast. They're great. All right, let's see. Let's see. It says my camera's starting. Why the fuck is my background blur? What the fuck was that? Okay, there we go. Let's go.
Howdy.
How we doing here? Let me get it popped up on my screen so everyone can see. There we go. Okay. How we doing?
Sweet.
Oh, I should have grabbed my sunglasses. Damn. That's tough. Whatever. It's fine. We'll go without them.
The sunglass
I feel like I'm
boys.
funnier with them. I don't know what it is. I'm just somewhat funnier.
Yeah, you always rock them when you're on Omegle or whatever.
I know. Okay, here. One sec. I'll be back. 30 seconds. We're grabbing these sunglasses.
All right. Was his mic a little bit loud?
Are we still live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
I can't pause.
I gotta
live.
be entertaining. Sorry, I was
Oh,
trying.
I'm back.
I was
I'm
like,
back. I'm back.
Nice.
I'm back. I'm back. Oh, yeah,
you
we're
can't-
back, baby.
That was a cheap shot. You come back with the shades on already.
Dude,
Dude,
I love
we were
the
just
shades.
listening to you. You were going off
Today?
Just now,
we
you're-
were we were listening.
Oh, on
to
that
you.
fucking retard in my live chat? Yeah, dude, I fucking
What
just
was he
hate like
saying?
men with vaginas.
Men have vaginas.
This one does. If that's a man, that could be a
2026.
woman. Was I just arguing with a woman? Did I just waste my time completely? Arguing with a woman is like arguing with
JT
a
Strong
fucking
just
wall. They're all
gifted one subscription
retarded.
on
They're
YouTube.
literally all so fucking stupid. It's crazy.
Your mic is a tiny bit loud.
Okay, how do I fix that?
Herman, you talk real quick. Maybe it's my.
No, I'm good. Turn yours down a little bit.
Yeah, I think
It's you. I'm good. It's not too loud. All right.
Is it me or no? Am I good or no?
No, you're good.
Okay. How you guys doing today?
fucking long day, man. Just
Welcome
got-
to the Crazy People Podcast, man.
Welcome to the Crazy People Podcast.
Hey, we got some views the last time you were on, man. That was
Real
awesome.
people liked it. People like.
Yeah.
I always enjoy coming on. I feel like we just shoot. It's just like guys hanging out. Really, it's fun.
It kind of
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Except
it's
both our moms were like, I don't know about that, James.
Yeah, my mom tends to say the same thing.
My mom's like, he's kind of mean about people, and I go, she goes, why would you have him on more than once? I go, Mom, it's the Crazy People podcast.
Content gold, Mom, you don't understand. People like this shit. People don't want to hear about what's good. They want to hear how they're getting raped in this country.
Do you do it for content, or do you do it because you actually believe it?
I do because I believe it. I mean, when I started my show, is because I was wanting to run for House, and I even got the signatures to run for House, and then I just didn't end up doing it because I realized you need $1 million for a House campaign, and it's in Florida at least, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I don't have that money.
$1 million bucks
to win, probably. There's no set amount, but it's like if you want to win in Florida, you got to spend a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, Florida's
like one of the reasons Dan Bilzerian is going to get raped is because he's collected $0 so far.
Oh, he wouldn't even show up to that. He had a paintball tournament to go to or something like.
Gayest. Like, here's the thing. I know he's always been big on paintball because he literally wrote about it in his book, but it's like to skip like you're running for office and to skip like a massive political or not a massive, but like a political conference where it's like everyone there is like your fan basically to be like, no, I got to go paintball with the boys. It's like, okay, someone should beat the shit out of you. Someone should fucking kill you.
Yeah.
No, unless, okay, not kill. That's crazy. But,
unless Randy Fine was there, then he could.
Dude, Randy Fine is such a fat, worthless fuck. Holy shit. He's fatter than fuck. It's crazy. He looks like he literally ate my fridge.
Dude, I remember when I saw that video of him cheating on those fucking vote things.
The votes, yeah. He goes and votes for like 3 people.
That's nuts. I couldn't believe it.
It's the most Jewish thing ever.
Pretty Jewish. It's kind of a Democrat thing to do.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know. I feel like the Democrats the problem with them is they have nothing to offer. Nothing real to offer anymore.
I mean, if you like trans chicks, they have that to offer.
The problem is, like, most, like, liberals I know are mostly just, like, average Democrats I know. Like, you're people who, like, they go to work, they come home, they have kids, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're Democrat, but they don't fuck with the trans stuff. They don't think we should have a completely open border. They're not for, like, even they're, like, extremely critical of black crime and black people.
Well, then you get bitches like Ceci.
I will say, Ceci tends to try and claim that it's not race, but I think she secretly, like, I think she gets it. I think she kind of does, but she just kind of keeps it under wraps. But she's definitely about, like, all the women stuff and the, she's all in on
bipolar. That. I think she's bipolar as fuck. Watching
all women
your show
are. They're either bisexual or bipolar. I mean, I haven't met a woman who's not, so...
Yeah, because she was trashing you for some things, and then she was like, yeah, we should do this a couple times a week.
She got so mad. She's like, I'm never going to come on your show again because I said I believe all rapists.
I was watching that. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's like, I don't believe all rapists, but I don't believe all women. I'm heavily in the middle, I guess. Sometimes I actually do believe the rapists, but...
liberal women can't take trolls either. They can't take it. When you troll them, they don't know. I don't think they're smart enough to know it's a troll.
No.
Well, I honestly, I've witnessed this like recently. I've just kind of been like, I kind of put myself out there and I want to hang out and see more people. People don't know, like they just don't know the shit. Like, I feel like I'm constantly inundated with this information about everything that's going on. And then I talk to people and they're like, yeah, I don't even know who the fucking Secretary of State
Vice President is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's even worse than that.
I'm like,
I mean, it's so much worse. I know you guys have seen a little bit because you've seen the U Mingle, but it's like people don't even know 34 plus 66. People don't know shit.
Hey.
People can't do 3rd grade math, let alone like know like what countries have nukes or not, or like who's running this country.
Well, the sad part is people don't even get close. They say like 82.
Oh my gosh. When people guess under 100, like the people who guess over 100, I'm still like, you're an idiot, but it's like, okay. The people who guess under 100, I'm like, you are a literal fucktard of a human being with 0 common sense. And like, it would probably be better for you and everyone around you if you walked into traffic. Like, if you're genuinely getting that question that far, if you're saying, like you said, 82, it's like literally walk into traffic. There's nothing redeemable about you.
Well, and also they most likely have a remember when you were in school when you were a young kid and they were like, well, not everybody has a calculator. You're not going to have a calculator. Guess what? You have a fucking calculator that you can literally
You have a
say,
supercomputer.
Yeah.
and you still get it wrong.
You have something in
You're
your phone more
retarded.
powerful than the device they used to break the Nazis' encryption.
Yeah, no, you're retarded. If you can't literally go, what is 66 plus 33, and then it gives you the fucking answer in 1 second.
It's not even
You're
that. It's just like
retarded.
6 plus 4, then like 7 plus 3. It just takes you right there. It's like common sense. It's just so
Yeah,
easy.
it's
It's right
dumb.
there. But yeah,
Yeah,
if you ask
It's
people, like,
absolutely
ask people how
it's
many
absolutely
continents there are.
education. Yeah. Oh, they can't even. People. Oh, have you seen the states? What's the only state in the United States out of all 50 states? And they go that ends with a K, which is one. I mean, like, come on.
ends with a K.
Yeah.
How am I drawing a blank? It would be no. I'm literally going through every single state right now, and I'm just drawing blanks. Wait,
Well, I
got
know it's
this.
crazy. Well, I
Ends
know
with
it's
a K.
crazy.
You
Is
said ends.
yeah.
There probably isn't one. Your mic is loud, dude. I don't know.
I will tell
There
you
you go.
that it is the state with the largest population in the United States.
California. No, that doesn't
No.
make sense.
Yeah, that can't
New
be
York.
true.
New
Ends
York.
with a K.
Okay. But New York doesn't have the largest population, not even close.
As in metropolitan, absolutely.
Oh,
condensed
city,
in New York City,
biggest
yeah.
city.
Okay, I don't even know how I didn't get New York. I literally grew up
California
there.
doesn't count as a state.
I grew up in
You
New
just
York
couldn't
too.
name. You couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't name one.
I couldn't
state that
either.
ends with K.
No,
I
I
couldn't
couldn't. I
either.
was drawing
No,
blank. I was literally
trust me,
starting at the
I fell
bottom,
for it, too.
working my way like I was going like Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. Then I started like
All right.
going over, and I'm like, okay, you got like Alabama,
one.
Louisiana.
I did.
You have,
I did. Dude,
I got one. I got one for both
I
of
did
you.
the same exact thing, and when that's why
I was literally just
it's a
like
good
working my
one.
way like
You owe it
across
to
the
your
map,
friends at the
but I
bar.
started working west instead of up.
Yeah,
All right. I got one for
I did
you guys.
this. I did the same exact thing. I fell
Only
for it.
only
I fell for
state
it.
only state that is a one syllable word.
Iowa.
No,
Iowa.
that's
Uh,
three.
Yeah.
You said it so confidently, and then you say the
I just
word
went
out
for the
loud, and you're like,
smallest
wait,
one.
no.
One syllable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oregon?
I'll-
No, I
I'll
mean
get-
like that's not.
I'll give you a hint. It's in the same region as Herman's state was.
I don't know where Herman is, but
No, his question. It's
syllable?
up by New York. Up by New York.
oh, Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Maine's. Yep, that's
Yeah.
one. That's a good one. Maine. Yeah, damn.
What are we doing? Questions or something? What's the only bird that can't that
Hey,
can?
can we talk about the fucking what's going on with the Jews, dude?
Dude, Jews are going crazy
What the
right
hell's
now.
going on?
Jews are going crazy right now. I don't know if they're undermining our peace deal in the Middle East right now. What's new?
Yeah, we know that. Let's hear about it though. Let's do a 5-minute monologue for us.
Yeah, so it's the Jews got no, but okay, basically, everything Donald Trump is telling you about the war is bullshit. He's moved the goalpost consistently throughout the entire war, and it's because the war was never for us, it was for Israel. And all the people in America who have been supporting the war for the most part are the Mark Levins, Laura Loomers, Ben Shapiro's, Ted Cruz's, the either Christian Zionists or ultra Jewish right. And even some people on the left who are Jewish, like Barry Weiss, etc. And then you have people like the Ellisons helping prop up with the media war as well. But right now, the only reason
Can I
we're...
ask you a question?
No, he's doing a monologue.
Oh, it's good. You
crackhead.
can come out.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
good.
Did you see that Ben Shapiro, their IPO? Do you believe that?
Easiest
Or-
short of all time. I swear I will become a multi-millionaire off that IPO.
Yeah. Do you
I'm going to
believe
short
that
the fuck
that's
out
true?
of that if they do that.
Yeah, I just don't think they have that many viewers, because when you listen to a lot of people, they talk about bots and like the internet, and have you heard of the fake internet theory?
Yeah, the dead internet theory.
The dead internet theory,
Yeah.
where like it's not like just because people are
Interaction.
commenting and interacting on your doesn't mean that they're real and that they're going to pay your subscription.
Oh,
I think
100%.
that's
Like, I just had a
kinda- I
guy
think that's
join
what-
my live chat right now, and he's an Indian bot farm. Literally kill yourself to this guy who just joined my chat. Rope and stool today. Like, I hate these Indian bot farms.
Subscribe to the Crazy People podcast. We have lots of Iranians on.
We have the most.
We're actually pro Iran on
We
the
have
show, guys.
Bosnia. We got a listener in Bosnia. I don't know how that's possible.
I have some international listeners, but they're mainly in people where white people are being replaced. Like, I have a lot of UK, some Dutch, some couple Italian, some Australian, a lot of Australian actually. I even have a couple viewers in Tel
We have a
Aviv.
Bosnian.
We have a German guy coming on the pod in a few weeks.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Should be pretty cool.
Germans are
works
cool.
for a defense contractor.
That's
can't say it.
interesting.
Yeah, he can't. Dude, he's my best. I'm not gonna say, but I get too much information. But he won't even tell me which one it is, and I'm like, come on, dude. He won't tell me shit. But we'll get it out of him.
He's just working with the IDF in Germany.
Yeah, it's like,
Dude, I don't know what it was. I was live on Kick last week, and at the end of my stream, I just noticed, or like midway through my stream, I noticed my viewership went up by a lot. Like hundreds of people just started tuning in. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I look, it said somebody raided my stream, and I didn't know who it was. I didn't recognize the name. And then I look at, after I get off live, I look at the guy's channel. It's a guy in Israel, a Jewish guy in Israel who raided my stream and sent all his viewers to me. And I was like, okay, is this like, do they watch the people they're going to kill? Like, and then they kill them
trolling
after?
you?
I don't know why he was watching. I couldn't even understand what he's saying because it was all in Hebrew.
In the
or Yiddish
comments
or whatever.
No, in the comments, were they trolling you or anything?
No, they weren't. It was like a raid, so they were still in their chat. But it was just weird, and like, I was just so confused. I'm like, why the fuck is this guy in Tel Aviv? Like, maybe it's someone I ran into on Umingle or something, but I don't know.
I ran into.
Dude, Umingle is great. I can't believe I got banned that one day. That was bullshit.
Oh, I can believe it. You said some crazy shit on there.
Dude, I love to pull out the knife on people.
Yeah, that's. I never laughed so hard in the last year. I was sitting on my couch, fucking around, watching you, and you would click next, and you'd go pedophile.
Oh, well, whenever I
Freak.
see a guy over like
Freak.
40 on Umingle and he has like his shirt off, I'm like, okay. Like,
Dude, I was
90% of the
laughing
people
so
I debate
hard.
on here are like 15 years old. So like, you're obviously here for some other
Dude,
reasons.
It made me laugh. So he'd go freak, pedophile.
that is so funny.
Well, they are, you know, freaks and
Just go
pedophiles
through
are
them back home and just be like,
I was just waiting. For
I just
him
like to
That's
troll
funny.
people, dude. I love I love trolling people so much. My newest
Yeah.
troll is I've been calling congressional representatives and just trolling their assistants.
That's awesome.
Yeah, their DC phone numbers are all public, and you could literally just call them and like just.
Will you do
berate
me a
these people.
favor and call our governors? And do
I
it for
called
them?
Byron Donald's office 40,000 times 2 days ago. I got blocked by Byron Donald's personal cell phone number. After it got leaked, I called his personal cell phone number. I left a voicemail, and then I got blocked right
That's
after.
crazy. So what's going on with that? So is Fishback not going to be able to debate?
Yeah, they're not letting him debate. It was supposed to be, when's the Sunshine Showdown? This weekend, I think? Let me look it up.
What is Jeff Gordon going to be the main guy there?
And the only person eligible to debate is Byron, so he's debating himself. Yeah, it's this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't have even been able to go. To be honest, I'm going away this week. I would have had to cancel a vacation to go to, which I actually might have done. If Fishback was debating, I probably would have done it. But yeah, I don't know. I think the whole thing, it's like it's somewhat rigged, but at the same time, it's just like this is kind of the end of Trump's power in the sense of like endorsing candidates. So Byron, the only reason he's in the lead is the Trump endorsement. Without the Trump endorsement, Byron's in dead last. Like, not even close. actually the worst like the Democrat candidate has fairly similar policies to Byron Donalds. Like it's about the same. He's a moderate he's not even a real conservative.
I wouldn't call him. I would not call Byron a moderate.
I would. He's nowhere close. Like he's like for abortion. He thinks that we should raise the standards for criminal theft to the same as California, where it's like if it's under $1,000, it's not a felony.
So is that a moderate? Is that
that's
your
like a
definition
leftist
of
position,
moderate?
to be honest.
Yeah, right. It's not a moderate.
But that's what I'm saying. I'd say he's closer to a moderate Democrat than like a true conservative.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is he going to lose to the Democrat then?
That's what all the polls are showing. The polls are showing that if Byron goes against a Democrat, Florida will flip blue on the governor. But if Fishback does, then Fishback's going to win by like 9 points, it said. And those are just polls, but
Fishback. See, the thing about Fishback is that I don't think he can win either. Where's
it's an uphill battle.
Well, my thing about Fishback is if you showed me a picture of 5 people, I couldn't tell you what he looked like.
That's crazy. I know that I have it burned in my head.
I know
because I just love the guy, but
Fishback?
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't tell you what he looked like.
He looks like kind of a dweeby buff kid that's probably
what I'm saying.
Like a jiu-jitsu guy or something.
That's how you get elected is by people look at you.
No, 100%. An election's a bit of a popularity.
Nobody knows what
That's not true.
looks
I would
like.
say more people know what Fishback looks like than Byron Donalds looks like.
Everybody knows.
Depends on the age range, but kind of, yeah. Like,
well, if you put him in a lineup if you put him in a lineup with 10 black guys, you will never know the difference, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%. Byron. Here's the thing about Byron is he is just like your average black guy. Like Byron Donalds has been arrested multiple times. He's cheated on his wife multiple times.
Really?
He's done drugs and been arrested for drugs and dealt drugs. Like, there's a lot of things about Byron that it's like, okay, this is just like your average sub-Saharan.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about Fishback that is, I don't know what it is. I like everything he says mostly, and seems like a good guy, but there's something about his aura that's like, I don't know.
He's
something
an interesting character. I think he's, I think obviously he's leaning into the Groyper side of things a lot. Whether it's, truly authentic, it's hard to say, but I do think his policies are really authentic. Like, I think the things he says he really believes, but some of the like rhetoric he uses and little things he said, like when he like goes heavy on using the word goy slop, or he makes that ad the other day where it's like Byron Donalds is black.
Anti-Semitic. You're not allowed to say goy slop anymore.
That's crazy. That's like me walking up to a black guy and being like, "Stop saying the N-word. I invented it. My people invented it."
Jews?
Dude, after reading the Epstein files and watching them call me dirty goyim for 3.5 million pages, I think I can say whatever the fuck I want about them.
Dude, goy slop? That's the funniest.
Goy slop's a great word because it is like a perfect. It does perfectly just express what it is. It's like food for non-Jews, or just like anything that's anything that Jews promote but don't use themselves. Like, for example, like a rabbi is one of the owners of MindGeek, which is the conglomerate that owns Pornhub. Like, they literally
the guy that got murdered.
Porn was basically invented by Jews. The CEO of OnlyFans, before he just died like 2 weeks ago, was the biggest donor to AIPAC. The rabbi, there's a rabbi who's literally a part of the conglomerate that owns Pornhub. Like, but at the same time, it's like against the Jewish religion to watch and use and engage in pornography, but it's like they'll promote it and sell it and like they'll do all these things. It's like, okay, this is great. That's why it's goy slop, because it's only for the goys. It's not for them.
They probably watch it too. They probably don't. Most of those Jews are atheists.
Seculars, yeah, for sure.
So, like, I don't know, man.
That's one of the things people don't realize too, is like when you say Jews, you're not always talking about the religious Jews. A lot of times it's like just the ethnicity of them. Like, right. Jews isn't that's why I say they're not white. They're a completely different ethnicity.
We were talking about that earlier.
There's a total difference between a person that goes to church and gives $1 bajillion to the church, and there's a mega church and they're flinging around,
Erica Kirk.
But then there's a difference between that person and then somebody that believes that Jesus Christ died for your sins and that you're living your life. There's a big difference between that. And there's a large difference between good and evil in this world. And I think nobody's focusing on that.
I think Candace Owens got it on lockdown right now. I think Erica Kirk might be possessed.
She's a psycho.
I haven't watched Candace Owens'
is a
recent
psychopath.
couple, but I've heard good things.
She's pregnant. Do not talk about her like that right now.
She's pregnant?
She's pregnant,
I hate Candace
More
Owens.
mixed race children coming into the
No,
world.
it came about the time that no. That is true, but no, it came about the time that her and Nick were in the Vatican with each other.
I want to see has she said how far along the pregnancy? Like, at what point during the Erica Kirk investigation did Candace lay down and decide to get pregnant?
Is she pregnant?
She's pregnant, yeah.
Erica Kirk's not.
She's
I thought Erica
grifting.
Kirk said she was, but then I realized she didn't.
it.
She's grifting her
She's
pregnancy.
faking it. She's grifting her.
That would be so funny if she bought like a
He's gonna
fake
make-
baby bump on Amazon or some shit.
Yeah, she's
They're like
gonna
less
make
likely
merch.
to kill her if she's carrying a child.
She's gonna say she's gonna name the baby Charlie. How much you want to fucking bet?
If she names the kid Charlie, I'm gonna kill myself.
She's crazy. Yeah, that would be.
Dude, that would be.
I might have to
insane.
kill
That would be-
myself at that point because it's like I'll never stop believing that Candace Owens either wanted to fuck Charlie or did or wanted to date him and didn't. Like,
No, she did.
she was in
I
love with
believe
him.
that.
That was clear
Yeah.
to me.
I think so too.
I've
yeah.
seen a million women in love with a million men, and the signs are the same every time. They're like little girls when they're in love, and that was Candace with Charlie.
Yep.
And I just like this whole George Farmer thing. It's like they met for 2 fucking weeks on Zoom before they got married. And sure, maybe they're happy. Like James Fishback got married in like 2 months. I'm not the one criticizing that necessarily.
Do you think they fucked? Do you think they?
Candace and
Yeah.
Charlie?
Yeah.
I bet Candace tried to. Maybe I don't know. Charlie always
Really?
claims he was a
They're
virgin
both-
till marriage.
Exact. Candace was a Catholic too, so
She wasn't a Catholic until
No,
after
Candace worked for the
after
Daily
she stopped
Wire.
working
She
for
was a
Daily
Jew.
Wire. Candace became a
Yeah.
Catholic after she got fired from Daily Wire.
Yeah. Okay. She was
was
a
a
black
latecomer.
Israelite.
Yeah. They used her as a token. The Jew.
She was a token black, yeah, for sure. And that's the same
Yeah.
thing as this new Matt Nuclear thing. He's just a token black, but it's like, it's just
Are you
so
gonna
wild.
debate him?
What?
Are you gonna debate him?
Yeah, I wanted to yesterday, but then I had the thing with Ceci, so I'm getting it tomorrow on the show because I'm not doing a show Friday, so I feel like that would be a fun show. Debate a token black and Uncle Abraham or whatever. What do you call a black Uncle Tom? Like he's shilling for Jews instead of white people. Is that Uncle Eli, Uncle Abraham? Like
A black Israelite.
Yeah.
A black Israelite.
He's the real black Israel. Black power, baby.
Yeah,
Real
just
black
be like-
Israelites.
Just put up your fist and be like, "I'm with you, dude."
Dude, I'm with George Floyd. We are all
Dude,
George Floyd, dude. Put a
dude,
knee
can
on
I
my
tell
neck
you-
in solidarity, bitch.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Does it
From
involve
work today?
fentanyl?
Maybe.
It might actually. It
might.
really might.
It might.
Does it involve
So-
Jews and child rape? No, I'm kidding. Just tell the story.
No, it's
Where do you work? Holy fuck!
it's racial.
My
So
friend's story.
Oh,
So I'm
be
talking to-
careful. Chris is
so I'm
watching.
talking to this dude at work, and it's been, he's an older black guy, and he's probably like, I would say like 50, talking to him, and he would not say a fucking word to me. Like, he's working, I'd be like, "What's up, bro? Like, how's it going?" Wouldn't say a fucking word to me. So I go outside, I'm walking in my car, I'm smoking a cigarette, and I start talking to him. And he would would look at me and wouldn't fucking say a word to me. And I was like, dude, this guy, I haven't even been able to talk to him yet. Wouldn't say a fucking word to me. And I was like, yeah, that Civil War. Black people don't like white people. And I literally walked up to my friend at work, who's a black person. I was like, why does he hate me? And they go, he's deaf.
You
And I was
fucking
like,
asshole.
dude, I thought it was like a race war thing. I was like, no, they literally said he's
That's
dead.
crazy.
That's awesome.
And I was like,
He's deaf,
fuck.
bro. He's deaf.
They're like, dude, just put it.
He's
if you
actually fucking
type it on your
retarded.
yeah, he's deaf. And
What
I was like, oh my gosh, I thought he didn't like me.
What if they were lying to you and they turned to him and they're like,
He
black,
did.
they both
he
were
was-
like black
and he
power.
Dude, next
Stab me
time
in
you
the
see
neck.
him, if he's deaf, just go up to him and do this.
No,
Give him
I
give
did.
him a symbol of solidarity.
No,
Yeah.
I literally after that I like typed in thanks on my phone and I was like,
Hit him with
"Thanks."
one of these.
And he was like, he goes like,
Bloods.
Hit him with a
Yeah,
blood
oh, yeah.
sign. Hit him with one of these.
just give him like crazy.
Hit him with a
shit.
gang sign. Yo,
Dude.
Holmes.
Why do all white kids know how to do that back in the 90s?
The blood
Yeah,
thing? I
'cause-
don't know, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it just.
No, I used to do it too. We were from Addison, Michigan, so we always threw up the A gang sign like a bunch of homos.
No, I got cut off. I got cut off in traffic today. This
What
fucking
race
ass-
was he?
Fucking old ass fucking black dude
Always.
goes, peace, and I go, fuck you, peace. You just cut me off. Fuck you.
Yeah.
The peace deal
Peace
failed.
is when you let somebody go.
It's probably
Don't
one of my
cut me off
favorite
and
things
give
to
me
do, though.
peace.
Is like when I get cut off in traffic, it's like I live
get
for the moment
pissed.
that I get to drive up next to your car and see what race and gender you are. Because I've already predetermined in my mind that
Lot of times.
I know you're like an either black or Asian woman or like a old black
Lot of
guy. Always.
Asian for sure. A lot of times it's old Asian dudes.
I don't have a lot of Asians near me, but it's like every time it's always the minority of some
All
sort.
right.
Like,
So when you think about Asians, do you consider Indians as Asians?
I mean, technically, but that's also like saying like Jews or Asians.
I don't consider Jews Asian.
But that's my point. It's like Israel's in Asia. It's like it's in the Middle East. Middle East is in
Yeah.
Asia.
Do you consider like somebody from Pakistan and
No, that's what I'm
Asian?
saying. Like I think there's I think we just like it's better to just call them Indians, better to call them Jews, better to just call them Pakistanis and Sam people.
No, yeah.
Like
right.
technically, yes, they're Asians, but it's like that's just like I don't know. It just
Yeah.
gets confusing.
If I
at a
see an
point.
Indian dude, I'm not gonna call like all right. So if I see a white dude, I'm not gonna be like they're Scottish.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
I'm just gonna be like you're an Aryan king.
Like, you're a fucking white guy.
They look
Not gonna-
different though, like people from India compared to some.
If you see a
Asian
redheaded,
countries
if
and-
you saw a redheaded chick that
oh,
walking
re-
down the street in the United States, you wouldn't go, "Oh, she's Scottish."
No, I would just put a bag over her head,
But if
throw
you
her in the
saw-
trunk of my car, and take her home. A redheaded chick walking down the
All right.
street, my kind of woman.
redhead with green eyes,
Dude, I would love a redhead. I would love a redheaded wife.
They're wild, dude. I don't
It's
know
not
if
even
you
that.
would.
It's just like I don't know what it is. Like I find
No,
it
they're
kinda hot.
wild. Oh, they're super hot. I used to have one of my teachers.
They're either really
wives-
hot or really ugly, though. There's no okay redheads.
No, do you remember Mr. Boer's wife? I don't give a fuck. I'm dropping names. Herman, do you remember Mr. Boer's wife? Dude,
Yeah.
the hottest fucking woman I've ever seen in my life, almost, I think.
Fuck.
She would wear like cut off shirts and like leave 5 of them unbuttoned and like, holy fuck, dude. That lady. Should that be illegal? Should 22-year-old women be able to be teachers at high schools?
Yeah.
I don't think women should be able to be teachers in general. No, maybe.
I probably would have
don't
paid.
know.
I would have paid more attention to math.
No, you wouldn't have.
No,
You
that's the
would've
thing
paid-
you wouldn't have though. You would
Yeah.
show up to class, but you wouldn't pay attention.
You'd
would
be
show
paying
up.
attention to ass, not
Yeah.
class.
It'd be like,
No.
okay, so what is this problem here? And you'd be like, C cup tits.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you remember Mrs.
She could have taught
Marriott?
me. She could have taught me about geometry.
you know who was hot? Mrs. Butterworth's and Aunt Jemima. We can't deny that. I mean,
Aunt Jemima was an old lady. That's sick.
old lady who can get it.
She might be able to take her teeth out even. She's
The
been
Oracle?
eating syrup her whole life.
Have you ever
She's
seen
fine.
what's that American Pie, the Book of Love, the Oracle, or the what is it called? I think they call her the Oracle.
Yeah, I've probably jerked off to that one time in my life.
I still love I find the American Pie movies to be pretty funny. Like, not all of them. I don't like the like the Beta House and the Naked like fuck that. But the original American Pies, American Pie 1, American Pie 2, and then American Reunion is a great like that movie. Those three movies are incredible if you watch them in a row.
I haven't watched them since high school.
So funny. The Jewish dad who's just like a complete fucking spaz, fucking everything up. Like the whole thing is just so funny.
What's the one where the kid gets caught jerking off by his grandma? Does she die?
Yeah, that's
American Pie. It's the first
Naked
one.
Mile, or is that Beta House? That's either Naked Mile or Beta House. He
No,
killed
it's
his
American
grandma
Pie.
with his cum shot.
No, it's American. No, it's American Pie. He fucks the apple pie. Remember, and he gets caught.
Yeah, that's the first
American
one. He
Pie.
fucks the apple pie. Second one, they're back from college for the summer and they get a beach house. I don't know if there's a third, but then like you have like Naked Mile, which is the one where they go visit their cousins, run naked. That's the one where he kills his grandma with the cum shot.
Oh my God.
You have Beta House, which is the one where they go and like pledge their cousins' fraternity. You have Book of Love, where it's like high schoolers who like go seek out this book made by like all these guys about some of the stories about women or how to get women. Then you have American Reunion. The only three good ones, in my opinion, are 1, 2, and Reunion. Like the side ones, it's literally just sexual degeneracy, and it's like not even like a funny movie. It's just like, okay, this is like a really raunchy comedy. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
But
sure.
1, 2, and the Reunion are actually just funny movies.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I haven't, but like everyone tells me I have to.
Game of Thrones is great.
I'm gonna be complete. I'm
I
gonna
heard
be
it's a lot
completely
of
honest.
sex, though. Like a lot
I'm gonna
of
be
sex.
completely honest with you. I did not know that you were gonna have this strong opinions about
American Pie.
American Pie.
I have strong opinions about movies. I'm a big movie guy, massive movie guy.
Herman
What's
is too.
dude, I love movies. What's your favorite movie?
Probably Interstellar. I really like Interstellar. It's just overall like it's got a lot in it. Very like it makes you. I like movies that make you think a bit. I just saw the movie Obsession in theaters. Every bitch I've ever dated. I
Don't
swear.
ruin it. Don't ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin anything. I'm just saying that's every woman I've ever dated.
Move on. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. We're not doing it. Don't ruin it for me.
Do you watch TV shows? I know you like comedy.
Yeah, I watch. I mean,
Have you watched
comedies aren't
Bad
even what I
Thoughts?
mainly watch, but I watch a lot of TV shows. Yeah.
Have
Who's
you
your
watched
favorite comedian?
Wait, have you watched Bad Thoughts by Tom Segura?
No, I haven't. I've seen clips.
Oh my gosh, dude, you need to watch it.
I'll check
It
that
is-
out.
Dude,
My favorite
Dude.
comedian's probably
who's your favorite comedian?
You live in
I mean,
Florida.
I like Shane Gillis a
Bert
lot. He's
Kreischer.
probably not my favorite, but like he's the really big one. I like Sammy Morrill a lot.
Me too.
I
He's
like
awesome.
Adam Ray when he does Dr. Phil.
Right.
I find that to be really good.
Yeah,
the Dr.
that
Phil with Adam Ray is
Awesome.
probably like a top tier character that's ever been done. One of the best ones.
I agree with that.
I like
dude,
like old
Sam
Norm
Morrill's
Macdonald,
great.
old like Rodney Dangerfield stuff, like or like Sam Kinison, like really old
everybody,
stuff.
But Sam Kinnison's kind of like the throwback of like right now.
Right now, like who I watch is
who's your
probably like
favorite?
Shane Gillis, Sammy Morrill, Adam Ray, Mark Normand is good. There's this one guy I watch on YouTube every day.
I'm gay.
He does a new video every day, and it's like 5 to 10 minutes long. The video, and he goes to an open mic. He's like, this was a kid. He was on American Idol as a singer, actually a decent singer. And then now he does like comedy, and he has like a special out, but he just goes to open mics every night and does something different. And it's
You don't
not
know
like
his
he tells
name?
a different set. His name's Aaron Westbury. He does weird things like
I haven't heard that.
like one day
Name
he held the microphone upside down the entire time and just didn't acknowledge it.
That's
One time
funny.
he brought a speaker on stage and he played a
That's
laugh
funny.
track after every one of his own
Holy-
jokes.
Holding the mic upside down the whole time is
like
so
yeah,
funny.
just like little dumb things. Like he the other day he brought a vacuum on stage, plugged it in, and then just left it, didn't do anything with it. Like didn't even acknowledge it was there, just brought it there as like he just like fucks with the people in the crowd and just does things, and it's like,
What's
okay,
his name?
this is creative and funny.
What's his name?
Aaron Westbury.
Aaron Westbury?
Yeah, he's very funny.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm gonna
I don't
check
know.
that out.
My top 3 right now.
Aaron Westbury? Like Barry? Like for real?
Yeah, I think I'll get you the spelling here.
Oh, I found him.
My
It's
top,
Aaron.
Yeah.
my top three
Aaron
are
Westbury.
probably.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Ignoring the prop. Oh, so he's a prop.
He
Dude,
does it. He does a new
That's funny.
video every day, and they're 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's incredible.
I've got him on here. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Dude, I love prop comedy. Like
It's not
that's
even all
stupid.
prop comedy. Like half the time, you'll just say things to like literally. He brought a speaker on stage and just played a laugh track after every joke, and when people didn't laugh, he still played it, and it's just like so funny.
That is funny.
There's like
That's
one where he
so
guilted them. He's like if they didn't laugh, he would be like, "Ugh. You know, if you guys want to laugh now, you could. And they, like, it's just so good the way he does it.
Pretty dry.
It's kind of dry. But it's just like, it's just funny because like he's not like he has a legit stand-up special. He's like a bigger comedian than he presents. He just goes to these open mics and he acts like he's nobody. It's just so
That's
good.
awesome.
It's great
But he's
content.
sold out.
Who's your
Like,
top three,
he's sold
Herman?
out.
Who's your top three, Herman?
Oh, like right now or
Yeah.
of all time?
Of right now.
Right now I would go top three would probably be I would say Tim Dillon, Theo Von, Crystalia.
I would have said Crystalia is crazy, but I would have said Tim Dillon too.
Crystalia is insane.
Crystalia is a pedophile, right?
Yes.
Didn't Crystalia?
Yes.
So Crystalia was the either director, producer, or writer, one of the three. But I think he was working in multi positions on the show You, the show about the guy who like stalks the women. Do you know what I'm talking about? That Netflix show called You.
Yes, I do. I do
So
know
he was
exactly
one of
what
the
you're talking
writers
about.
or directors or producers on that. He's also
was
in
an
the
actor.
show, and he wrote himself in as a pedophile. Why would you create a show and write yourself in as a pedophile?
So what happened was they were like it was during the Me Too movement where believe all women, and what happened
I believe
was-
all rapists.
Jeez.
All right. Well, I mean, what happened to him was completely disgusting and shouldn't have happened. He was a victim of the Me Too movement. She was 22. He was
Oh, then who
32.
cares?
Right. And he didn't
Here's the thing:
rape
it's like
anybody.
all the
It
people
was
who bitch and
consensual.
complain about all these, like, even if you just said she was 16. Here's the thing. I'll tell you why I wouldn't care.
She wasn't. She lied to the court that she said that he was talking to her. Then he countered, and then she ended up paying his legal fees. She lied about it. It was during the Me Too thing.
But
And
like,
then
here's the thing: it's like,
still, when I bring up his name, I say Crystalia. His name is still, he's a pedophile.
well, he wrote himself
Even though
into a
she
show
lied.
as a pedophile. That's
No.
crazy. That's just the
He
dumbest thing you
played
can do
it.
as a
He-
man. But it's like,
yeah, but then still you still think of him as that. That's just totally not true. It's not what happened through the
But
court
it's
of
like-
law.
even
It's
if the girl
wrong.
was 16, yes, you can make an argument that it's morally wrong. But here's my like counter to that is look at the 80s and 90s. Like literally every single celebrity that didn't
Yeah,
die
they were
that
all
you know and love was fucking a 16-year-old in the 90s.
Yeah, true,
Every single
true.
one of them. Every single
Yeah.
person who was on the cast of Seinfeld was fucking 16-year-olds. Half the cast of Friends
they're-
was
they're
fucking
Jews.
16-year-olds.
Well, what was that, Knopf?
They were all doing it. Like it's just like I'm not saying we should like
Well,
we should
Jerry
celebrate it or
Seinfeld.
allow it, but it's like
Jerry Seinfeld was dating
A 16-year-old.
17. Yeah, 16. She just turned 17, technically, or whatever. While the height of Seinfeld was happening, while he was
really?
making
and everyone always
yes.
says the thing about Fishback where they're like, oh, he fucked a 17-year-old. And I'm like, first of all, there's no like real legitimate evidence to that claim. But it's like to say like, oh, Fishback fucked a girl who was 17 and 360 days old. It's like, sue him. It's like, okay, who cares? Like you're 17 and 364 days old. It's the same as 18. It's just so retarded.
It's kind of sounding like you're saying that it's not a big deal to fuck a 17-year-old.
Well, how old is he? How old
I'm saying
was
it
he?
depends on the month.
All right.
Okay, let me ask
Depends
you
on-
this. Let me ask you this. What's morally worse? What is morally worse? A 27-year-old guy, or like, what was Fishback at the time? They said he was like 25. A 25-year-old guy who fucks a girl who's 17 and 11 months old, or or an 18-year-old fucking a 70-year-old?
I think both of them are. I don't have the same morals.
Those girls are 1 month apart in age.
Well, morals are based on ethics, so we can talk about ethically or morally.
Business
have total
ethics.
disagreements about that.
I just think it's like the way age of consent is done is retarded. They need to set brackets. Like, you need to make it from, like, I don't know. Like, these aren't I haven't thought about it, but it's like, if you said, like, age of consent was 16, but, like, 16 to 20, and then it goes from, like, 21 to 45, and then, like, if you set, like, legit age brackets where it's like, if you were, like, a 40-year-old, you can't date an 18-year-old, but I don't know. I feel like it's probably a more efficient way than like. Where
Let me ask you something.
No. That's so totalitarian. And once again, I'm putting this on. That is so to put brackets on age limits for.
We have that now, but we have 2 brackets. I'm just suggesting you create more.
I totally disagree. So who's going to enforce the age brackets?
Well, they're already enforced. They're already enforced.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Pedophilia is enforced. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, of 18 and above.
Exactly.
I don't have a problem. I do not have a problem with a 50-year-old dating an 18-year-old.
But a 17 and 11-month-old can't date a 21-year-old. They're 1 month apart in age, those girls.
There's an age. It's 18. That's
what's the difference between a girl who's 17 and 11 months and an 18-year-old?
The fucking age.
But nothing is actually different. That's just like semantics.
30 days.
30 days, exactly. It's just like nothing. It's just like everyone's like, Fishback's a monster. He fucked a 17-year-old. It's like, first of all, I don't even think he did. But if he did, it's like, oh my God, what a monster. He fucked a girl who was 17 and 364 days old. So, like, what a you disgusting human.
So do you disagree with there being an age?
No, I think there should be, but I think you should have brackets. I think you should probably lower it to 16 and then do it like 16 to 20.
That's
and then
crazy, bro.
I think it should be because it's like we have defining lines. Like, for example, you need to be 21 to drink. So I don't think somebody who can drink should be able to be dating somebody who can't. Like, that's a little bit weird.
There's also states where you can get married at 16. You can have.
Yeah, as long as you give like parental consent, there's a lot of states like that.
The bracket that he's saying, Herman, makes sense. So this 16-year-old wouldn't be able to be fucking a 40-year-old dude.
Yeah, like
that would still be
that
illegal.
16-year-old would be at most be able to be with a 20-year-old. Which is like legal in most states. Like, most states have an age of consent gap of like 4, where it's like if you're within 4 years of them at the statute of limitation or what is it called? The
limitations.
Yeah. Then it's legal, and like so it's like within 3 or 4 years in some states. So it's like what I'm pitching is like kind of already legal in places. It's just expanding it more to even protect the women further. Because again, I find it 10 times more immoral or disgusting to say like an 80-year-old could fuck an 18-year-old than a 20-year-old can fuck a 17-and-a-half-year-old. And here's the thing, I don't want any of them having sex. Like, honestly, me range the age of consent to 25. I'm cool with that too.
All right. So if I can kind of point that I don't disagree with what you just said. But now when an 80-year-old man, which statistically it's older men with younger women, usually the older man has money that wants the younger woman.
Yeah.
And it's the money and it's the lifestyle, all that.
It's not the dick, I'll tell you that.
Well, can I finish?
Unless it's Laura.
What you're talking about, what you're talking about is comparing that to a 20-year-old that a 25-year-old, or you said 28, is out of high school and is dating a 17-year-old. How much
28.
money? All right, so
I said
a
16 to 20.
20-year-old. Okay, so a 20-year-old that is dating a high school student.
You're technically like you were probably in high school at the same time.
At 20 years old, you need to you shouldn't be fucking high school kids. You're 20.
I mean, I agree. I think the age of consent for sex should probably be 25 in an ideal world, but
consensual sex happens at when you can have sex. You don't get to control sex. That's the problem with a lot of this argument.
We should a little bit though.
Okay, so how would you control sex?
We already
Humans have
do.
been having
Yeah,
sex.
we already do.
We enforce
How?
pedophilic
How do you-
laws.
And in incest.
Yeah. We control
Okay.
sex in many ways now.
How? Okay, so name one area where we control sex.
We just named two.
Incest, rape laws, age of consent laws.
But it's still. But how do? But it's still.
But you
happens.
enforce it. So like again, like if you didn't enforce rape laws, rape would happen 10 times more often. Like so
I just disagree. Yeah, well, I don't disagree with that.
so it's like like again, you're never gonna be able to stop something completely.
Yeah, it's like trying to
you can
enforce
limit
a
it.
16-year-old kid from smoking a cigarette. You
Yeah.
ain't gonna be
Right.
able to
Yeah.
totally enforce it.
That's a great example.
So how does that compare to where a 20-year-old is sleeping with a high school student?
Well, again, in my ideal world, no one's sleeping with anybody
Compared,
outside
so
the
you would
confines of
rather,
marriage,
but your argument was that you would rather have a 20-year-old sleeping with a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old student
then an
in high
18-year-old
school
with a 70.
than
yeah.
an 80-year-old.
1,000%. 1,000%. I think like
Why?
it would protect
How
a
is that
lot of
different?
people.
How is that? But the one that's sleeping with the old guy is making $1 million.
But at the same time, she's being sexually exploited and used
Yeah,
like a
it's
prostitute,
morally-
basically.
It's
How-
morally
how is it-
different.
Because it's no
morally
different than prostitution.
All right, then we can get into the argument of prostitution.
Prostitution
If-
should be completely illegal. I mean, the idea that you could like sell your body is crazy.
This is getting really liberal territory.
So you don't think so? Okay, your argument about prostitution is that it should be 1,000%, 100% illegal.
Yeah.
There should be no prostitution.
I don't
Okay.
think pornography should even be legal. Yeah. I think
Neither do
porn and
I.
prostitution are
Prostitution.
because here's the
So
thing about
porn-
porn. Porn is just prostitution, but you're filming it and distributing it. Like if every time you got caught by the cops fucking a hooker, you just said, no, we're filming it and selling it, it's technically not illegal. That's just
So
porn
what's
at that
next?
point. There's no
Okay,
difference.
so all right. So what's the next thing that should be illegal? So once you get rid of that, what's
Yeah.
next?
After that, race mixing. No, I'm kidding.
There you
no,
go.
I have no clue. I mean, I feel like it's not like you just
Well,
have
what
to
if
keep
what
going.
if the government tells you? So who's gonna tell you that porn? Who's gonna make porn illegal?
Hopefully the government.
The
They won't,
government.
but they
All right,
should.
So, all right. So they should. So
you should
let's
have to
say
be
they
21 years old or older.
do.
Well, because
So let's
porn
say
is
they
just
make
prostitution. The only reason it's legal is because it's protected under expressing your words under the First Amendment. But it's like, how is that like?
First Amendment. That's a good point.
But
First
it's
Amendment.
ridiculous. It's like okay. So 33% of the consumers of porn are underage children as well, which is like anytime anybody advocates for porn, they're also
That's true.
like. Let me ask you this, Herman. What age were you when you first saw porn? I was 10.
Yeah, I was probably like fucking.
So
about
don't
10.
you think on some level that like fucked you up like even a little bit?
Oh, definitely.
Well, I was
thought-
watching beheading videos. I was
Me
literally
too.
watching
Oh,
like beheading videos
Best
when
Gore.com.
I was like fucking 10.
Why?
I was, dude, trust me. Me and my buddies were getting
Faces of
drunk in
Death?
college and watching videos of people getting stoned to death
Faces-
on bestgore.com.
Yeah,
It's a
Faces
nightly
of
event.
Death was crazy.
Dude, I hated that.
E-bombs world.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I would go to William's house and you'd go to that'sfucked.com.
We used to watch the craziest. That's why I see videos of people dying, and I'm like, this doesn't impact me. This
Oh,
doesn't
and
even phase
No,
me.
it's
My heart
messed
rate hasn't
up.
risen.
Dude,
Did you watch? Did
No,
you
I
watch those
drove home.
Brazilian people fall from the?
I couldn't
thing?
watch it.
Oh, dude,
I changed
none
it.
of I've watched
you see
videos
the
of people
one
getting
lady
stoned
just
to
get-
death in 4K. None of
Yeah,
that
it
none of that
doesn't-
does anything to me.
It doesn't.
What?
It's fucked up.
You
I've
guys
seen
are
videos of
fucked
people
up.
getting their head sawed off. I've seen like limb from limb
Yeah,
being
that-
teared by
Yeah,
horses.
I can't watch that. Like the
Like, me and
guy,
my-
the
Oh.
guy in Ireland that got his fucking shit. I couldn't. I did.
That
You see
Watch
that
it.
video today that happened in Rochester, New York?
Yeah,
Guy
chopped
got his
his
hand
arm
chopped
off.
off.
No,
yeah,
that-
chopped his fucking arm off.
Yeah,
was
I'm
cutting
not
his arm off.
I can't watch that. I'll watch right until he's like, and I'll go next.
No, dude, me and my buddies used to stumble onto the dark web. I've seen everything.
No, I remember that night. William was on that, and he's showing me two girls in one cup was on there, and then he showed me.
Dude, that's tip of the iceberg shit.
Yeah, but he showed me this Muslim cutting off the heads of these American guys, and I drove home that night like just terrified.
That's crazy, dude. I'll watch those videos and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. It wasn't brutal enough. No, but like me and my buddies, if you want to get to the fucked up parts of the dark web, just go to the chat rooms.
Oh yeah, I'm good. That's where you get the pedophiles too.
Yeah, sometimes for sure. They're there.
But
they make themselves known immediately.
The best ones is when the Muslims drop the bomb upside down through the tube and it blows up on them. Shit's crazy. Like,
Those are my favorite videos.
of the fucked up ones, those are the best ones.
When the Muslims
Here, wait 1 second. I'll be back in 30 seconds here.
You're all good.
I'll be back 30 seconds here.
Yeah, that's the crazy.
Oh, it's perfect time for the ad.
Oh yeah. Hello Fresh. We have a new pack that's a deal with a food company that starts with a H, and they make really good canned foods and bacon. And they have a new one. It's the Cowboy Box, and it comes with the stuff to make jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese wrapped in H bacon.
Yep.
We can't say the other company because they're not sponsoring us. Just Hello Fresh.
And then the HelloFresh bottles always come to us. They bring us HelloFresh green drinks, and they say it's kale.
It's AG1.
It's also AG1.
Yeah, we got a sponsorship with them too. AG1. They
we're mixing up the
I got travel packs, free travel packs, all that. Shit.
Well, they told me that the 3 travel packs now, if you type in CCP crazy,
you get free fluoride tablets.
Also, and plus the fluoride tablets, and you'll also get 3 iodine tablets in case the bomb goes off. Anyways, we're back to the Crazy People podcast.
Can I say something good about what was it? What was the brand?
HelloFresh and
HelloFresh.
One time I meant to call the suicide hotline, accidentally called HelloFresh, and they convinced me not to do it. So great people. Buy from them.
Oh my gosh.
You just fuck up our ad, man. We just got to add.
No, just edit that out. Just edit that out.
Edit it out. It's live. We're live.
You could edit out on YouTube retroactively.
Dude.
How do you put your thumbnail up like before you start? I don't know if I can do that through Google
Let's
Meet.
not get into this. Let's not get into the technical stuff.
I don't know how to do it through Google Meet.
Let's go in there.
Start using Rumble Studio.
You said that, and we talked about it.
It's free.
We might make the switch.
It's so great. It's coded.
All right.
Someone said, "Are you guys groypers?" Well, I am.
And can we switch from, or can we live stream from that Rumble Studio to YouTube?
Yeah, to everywhere.
All right.
I'd go live on every platform off Rumble.
Nice.
Yeah.
To Are We Groypers? I wouldn't consider myself a groyper. I believe in Jesus and America, though. I'll tell you that.
Herman's
America
not.
first.
Bob's close. I am.
So you would consider yourself a groyper?
Me, full blown.
No, you said I'm not.
Herman's got the quarter zip. What do you mean?
You have the quarter zip? No, I would say Herman's not. Herman is like a pro-black, pro-women. No.
Very true.
Here's the thing. The blacks you're around, though, are great. Like, do I have black people I like? Sure. But it's like just not the majority. The majority ones I meet, I don't like. That's
Herman also lives in a pretty bougie town. I'll tell you that.
That helps. That helps. The black people, because here's the thing. It's like, I promise you, if you go to the black towns, you're not going to like them. Even the black people don't like them. The first thing they do when they get money is they move.
Herman lived in Kalamazoo. It's pretty gnarly there, but...
Someone goes fishback for Florida. Fuck yeah, fishback for Florida.
Somebody texted
that. The guy fishback for. I'm the one who gave him that. This hat right here is the one that Fishback wore. The famous clip of Fishback putting on the hat. That's this hat.
I've seen that clip.
That was my hat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, someone goes, Herman's a liberal. I don't even know
I'm
who
gonna
this guy
say it.
is, but it's just because Herman's a liberal. Yeah. Herman's
awesome.
actually a huge liberal. Guys,
No,
get him. Get him.
Herman's just scared to say
Yeah.
what he really thinks. I'll tell you that.
Nah, dude, I just say it. Like, I
I'm not
used
scared.
to be that way.
I'm not scared.
Like, have you ever seen what
All
my
right,
show
let's talk
was
about.
before?
Wait, let's talk about the rape gangs in the UK, Herman.
So the rape inquiry that's happening in the UK,
It's crazy.
250,000
White girls.
white girls from the age 8 to 12 were raped by 85 to 95% Pakistani Muslim radical Islam. If you say that, if you talk about it, you're immediately a white nationalist, a Nazi, or a fucking racist if you talk about it. Well, guess what? I'm sick of this fucking ideology where white people have to be scared of these motherfuckers.
See, Herman's almost there. He's so close.
Told
to
you,
being there.
I'll get him going when we're not live.
So fucking close, dude. We're so close. He's like, white people need to not be silenced. It's like, who do you think's silencing us? It's not the blacks. It's the Jews. It's the fucking Jews. No, but it's who do you
It's
think's
not
the
the
one who
Jews.
runs
It's
the
not the-
ADL and
it's
the
not the
SPLC
Jews.
and the
It's not the
left-wing hate
Jews.
groups?
It's not the Jews. It is a radical. Just because you're Jewish doesn't
the
mean that you
elitists.
believe that.
It's the
No,
elitists.
but my point is the left-wing Jewish groups are the ones enforcing it. Like the ADL, the SPLC, all these things, they're left-wing Jewish-funded organizations
it's
that
the
are
Epstein class, is what it is. It's
part
the
of it, yeah,
Epstein
for
class.
sure. But
Fuck
again, the
yeah,
whole,
it is.
like, I don't know, the whole thing with the UK, it's not surprising at all because it's just everything we've been saying for so long here.
Surprising.
Wait, did
It's not
Keir
surprising at all. It's everything I've been
It's
saying.
not. It's not surprising that 250 little
Surprised it's
girls,
not more.
8 to 12. How is that not? That should
I'm
be
surprised it's not a million.
disgusting.
Like,
I don't know about
it's
a million.
everything I've been saying. I've been saying for so long. It's like you can't expect people, like, not even you can't expect. You can't be shocked when people act like who they are. Like I always say, you can't blame women for being women. Like when you talk to a woman, you're like, oh, this is a dumb woman. It's like, no, that's just a woman. It's similar with this. It's like, okay, you move millions of people from these countries with no ages of consent or an age of consent to 9, or, you know, things like that, into a country where they have like modern Western values. And then you're shocked when they don't, you know, like uphold those modern Western values and they stick to their, you know, sand people culture. It's like, okay, are you really shocked that the guy who came from a country where the age of consent's 9 is like fucking 9-year-olds?
Yeah, well, when your religion literally is basically based on
your prophet was a pedophile.
your prophet was I think what is going on is that there's a limit on assimilation, and assimilation is not being promoted. So when you go to a country, say I went to fucking Mexico, I moved to Mexico and I lived there and I wanted to be a part of their culture and I wanted to get a job.
You would open a taco stand?
Want to know what fucking language I would speak? Fucking Spanish, because that's the language they fucking speak. If I went to fucking Germany and I lived in Germany, or I went to Korea and I wanted to live in that fucking, well, we don't have to fucking do the Hitler salute.
Oh, I was
It's
giving my
crazy.
heart to you. I was giving my heart to you.
You're lucky I was on the blue.
See, my heart right
But,
to you. Right to
But
you.
my argument about it is that these people come to the Western, our Western, like the United States, England, UK, and they come here and they do not assimilate. They bring their fucked up culture. That is why they're leaving their country, is because it's all fucked up and they're asylum seekers. And then they come to our country and bring that shit and don't assimilate.
I thought you were disagreeing
That's
with
the
me for a
problem.
second. You just proved my point, though. That's
No,
exactly what I'm saying.
no.
I'm saying it's
Yeah.
like you can't be mad. It's not you can't be mad at them, but you can't be shocked when they are what they are. It's like these people come from terrible places with terrible practices and laws that they've also been practicing. And then when they come to our countries and then they're like raping kids, it's like, why are we shocked? It's like they're raping kids in their country. Why are we shocked that they're raping
Well,
kids
we
here?
should
Just
be-
because it's
yeah,
illegal
but-
here doesn't
but-
mean they're going to stop.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is the thing is that we allowed them to come here, and then they
That was the
did
mistake.
it. They if this report comes out and it's looking like it is very
Solid.
reputable, it's pretty solid. 250,000 little girls in the UK got raped by Pakistani immigrants. If even part of that is true, even if just one,
The UK is going to burn
They-
down.
they
I
will
still
not-
think
they
the
will
number's
not-
not right.
No,
I
it
still would say
won't.
it's
No.
probably closer to 750K,
won't.
maybe a million.
You don't think
It
they'll
won't.
rise up
No.
like they did in Ireland?
no,
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 not in the
because-
UK. Here's the thing. I talked
Not
to a
at
lot of
all.
people in the UK, and they're all
Nope.
pussies. Very few
Really?
people who are like true, like
The-
take this shit
Yeah,
back.
dude. Doesn't it suck to think you could be somewhere where you can't own guns? Like, what the
And
fuck?
beyond that, it's like the idea of
Not about
assimilation
guns.
is somewhat bullshit at a point because I make this point a lot on my show, and I still find it to be very true. Multiculturalism is not possible in the type of country America was supposed to be, and even like the UK, because ideally we want a country with freedoms, ultimate freedoms. We want to be able to set our own destiny. We don't want the government in our lives watching everything we do. We don't want extreme government oversight. But if you have a multicultural society, that means you have a society that doesn't have shared values and doesn't have like a shared heritage, all these things. And what you need because of that is you need a bigger government with more oversight to make sure everything runs smoothly.
I disagree with that 1,000%.
I don't think
More government.
multiculturalism is possible without a big
way.
government. And beyond that, it's also like
No, that's
it's always
so-
the white countries that everyone wants to come and fuck up. Like it's never like anyone's like, oh, let's mass migrate to Somalia. It's no, like let's
Right.
go to the
Yeah,
UK, let's
I
go to
agree with
Italy,
that.
let's go to Germany and France and the United States. And it's like, okay, so what you're just openly admitting is white people build the best nations, and the only like way for you guys to escape extreme poverty and dog shit is for you to come to our countries. It's like, okay, how about just build your own nation? Like as white people, we need to just say we're not gonna allow it. We need to repeal hard seller is one of the biggest things too.
So I have two disagreements on that. I did agree with you when you say that white people need to kind of stick up for themselves. I do agree with that. We have definitely, as a, if you can say, culture, have definitely been pacified and saying that sticking up for our culture and what we believe in and our ideologies have been definitely deteriorated through this ideology of racism. Everything we do, white people don't have a culture. Yes, I agree with that. Now, when I talk about assimilation, what I mean is when you come to this country, you can bring your tacos, your food, do whatever the fuck you want, be whatever you want, have your haircuts, make a business, be great. But when I go to a fucking like restaurant and I say thank you, I don't
No,
want
I get what you're saying. Don't say deny.
You know what I
say
mean?
You're welcome. Yeah. I
Yeah.
get what you're going for. My point is I'm not saying it's like whether assimilation is possible or not. In certain cases it is, certain cases it's harder. But in my perspective is just why even do it at all at this point? Like when we're seeing the problems we're seeing right now within America of the multicultural society we've created, of the lack of cohesion within the country, there's no shared identity. It's gotten so far to the point where people say America has no real identity or culture, that their entire
Only
culture
white
is
people don't have it,
multiculturalism.
but they're saying, but multiculturalism is promoted in every single other culture besides white people.
Well, that's
Because-
what I'm saying. It's like, why are white people the only ones expected to accept diversity?
Because white people have been pacified and taught and been literally propagandized to believe that anytime we talk about our culture, which a lot of people don't even believe white people have culture.
They
Is that
do.
it's
I mean, white
racist.
culture's everywhere. Mozart, Beethoven, Shakespeare, like space travel.
Well, more than that, chili dogs. Like,
Chili. You ever tried a pepperoni roll in West Virginia, motherfucker?
yeah, exactly. Get out of here.
You ever tried penne vodka on pizza?
Anybody can throw fucking ribs on
Black
a grill.
people could never invent that. No, but repealing hard seller is really like one of the biggest things we have to do. Like but prior to 1965, you had to be a good, moral, high IQ white person to immigrate to America. We got rid of that. And ever since, we've seen a massive downslide within America. And we're going to continue to see it. Multiculturalism is what has killed a lot of empires over time. And it's like, when you talk about an empire collapsing, it doesn't happen overnight. Like, you don't just realize, like, oh shit, the empire's collapsed. It's like you realize the empire's collapsed when everything starts getting shitty. And it's like you don't even realize it, but you look back in history and you could see it. And when they look back at this in history, they might look at this and say, okay, the empire collapsed 240 years into America, 200 years into America. It's right now we're in a declining society. We're 38 trillion in debt and raising. We're in multiple wars. We can't seem to get out of like political propaganda and under Israel's thumb. We have mass migration. Our women and children are getting raped. We have pedophile islands that nobody's prosecuting. We can't get shit done within our government without somebody donating $1 billion from some foreign nation to do it. It's just like we live in like, you know, as great as America is, it's like a completely raped and controlled country. So it's like, you know, what is the fall of the American empire? We're probably living.
Can I ask you one question
second,
real quick?
That's the only people that are going to rise up to that are people like Ceci.
Dude, Ceci's somebody you want. Like, Ceci made a video today about, like, wanting to kill politicians. And it's like...
Exactly.
I like Ceci, but she's, like, literally sometimes a bit too wild. Like, I'm even against the death penalty. Like, I don't want people to die. Like, the idea of, like, killing a politician...
Oh, you're against the death penalty?
I am. I'm pro-slavery, anti-death penalty. I'm not even kidding. That's not even me being funny. I think we should, instead of giving the death penalty, make people slaves.
Do you? This is the question I kind of want to ask you, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. But do you believe in?
No, I'm kidding.
Do you believe in race mixing? Like, do you think that white people and black people, especially in like our generations younger than us, should be mixing?
Like, do I believe it should be illegal, or do I believe that it's like moral?
I just want your opinion.
I don't think it should be illegal. I think that's wild to make it illegal. I think people need to be taught, though, certain things. I think we've been taught that, like, no matter what, everything's beautiful and, like, and sure, like, there's a minor amount of truth to that. But I think the bigger problem is white people don't realize that it's like if you go, and some black people too, like, Muhammad Ali famously said this, actually. Muhammad Ali was a big voice against race mixing. He said, I don't want my little Negro children mixing with white children, and then I have some, white child coming over to my house.
All he said is that he wanted his kids to look like him.
Exactly, and that's what it is. It's like, you have to teach people, because it's common sense, but at a point, like, women, again, like, you can't blame women for being women. No common sense. You have to teach them that where it's like, if you don't procreate with a white person as a white woman, your kids will not look like you, and your grandkids will never look like you. Like, nothing in your family line will resemble each other, and like that woman probably resembles her grandma and her great grandma and the one before
they resent it a lot of times, and that's just true. They resent it a lot of times.
MLK even used to talk about it, about how if you want a healthy family, you stay within your own race.
Yeah, it's marrying within your own race and religion and political party will always be your best bet.
Why? But my thing is, why is that wrong?
It's not morally wrong.
Why is it?
I like black women.
Here's the thing. As an Italian, Italians are just like notoriously attracted to almost all races. Like, I'll look at like Hispanics and black women. I'm like, okay, damn, like I see it. But at the same time, I just cannot get myself to do it because never stick your dick in anything you're not willing to make a mother. Rule number one. Second thing.
Dude, you wouldn't date or marry a Mexican chick?
No, first girlfriend I ever had was, I don't know if she was Mexican. She was Spanish. I always said she was a Mexican, though, because, same thing.
I'm married. But I'm married to an Italian, so.
Italians are great. Italians are white. We're perfect. There's nothing wrong with Italians ever.
No, she's part Mexican, too. I think she's both.
Yeah, she might be.
She
Something
might
weird.
be. She's a mutt.
Something's
she's
going
a bit of a
on.
mutt. Here's the thing. I want a wife that's like a mute. I want like a wheelchair wife. No, I'm kidding. I want like a.
Oh, don't say that. You'll get one day if you say that. You can talk stuff into the future. That's
Yeah,
for
and it's
sure.
also just like, think about this. Your ancestors kept your bloodline the way it is for like, kind of a reason. And it's like for you to be the one to break the chain, it's almost like disrespectful to previous ancestors, which is like you technically don't owe them. Like you don't owe your dead ancestors technically anything, but at the same time, you like.
Also,
I kind of feel like I do at
I don't
least.
think my ancestors had the chance to race mix very much back
Yeah,
then.
they didn't see any.
could.
They didn't have anybody.
Not
around.
real. Like maybe if you were really rich and got to like travel, you could accidentally race.
They didn't have phones and the internet.
Well, that's also what's fucked up dating. Like the internet is fucked dating up beyond. It will never be the same again. It'll never be good again.
Oh, I think it's way past dating. I think it's fucked up. Just everything, culture, like just regardless. I think there's a lot of
If Tom
cultures
Brady's
one
wife-
sec.
weren't supposed to be known.
Wait,
Like,
this one guy is shitting on me for my stance on the death penalty. Can I quickly just respond to him?
oh, I do. I would love
What
to
is
hear
that?
that guy's point. about
First
the
of
death
all,
penalty.
I get it because I used to be extremely pro death penalty. The guy saying being anti-capital punishment's gay, and it's not even because me morally I'm against it. It's I'm a Catholic and the Pope came out against it. And at a point, I would love to do it, but I thought of a better idea, which I think I've convinced a lot of people. Again, instead of giving them the death penalty, make them a slave for life. Like, if you're going to kill somebody, why not just enslave them? We talk about deporting illegal immigrants, and, obviously, there are going to be some Americans who do take the jobs they'll do for, like, real American wages, but there will be some gaps to fill. And those gaps can be filled by prison labor. You could literally take people who commit assaults, rapes, robberies, burglaries, murders, sex crime. Like, you could take the violent criminals and death row inmates, and you could literally just subject them to slavery of 14 hours a day, making shoelaces, picking cotton, strawberries, blueberries, and propping up part of the American economy on their back. It's just a more efficient way to go about it, where it's like, is it more moral to like kill somebody or put them to work? It's probably more moral to put them to work, and you get more out of it in the end. Like, you could literally get something for the American economy, and you could even pay a minimum wage, but then not give them the money, give the money to their victims. Like, there's a lot of different things.
Well, the money's never gonna. Well, all right. So I have two on that. The money that people pay through taxes, that money's never gonna go to the victim. The victim already did that in court. My thing is if you rape a woman or you do something to a child,
what was she
or
wearing?
do all that, chop their fucking head off. And
What
then
was
I
she
don't
wearing
have to
first,
pay.
though?
Then my tax money doesn't go to them having a nice little Salisbury steak.
Are you God?
Fuck them.
Are you God?
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like, I was
they
the exact
are-
same as
if
you
they
like a year ago
if they're
on that.
camera doing that.
No, are
chop
you
their
God?
fucking-
Are you
Like, I
God?
was like the
No,
exact
I'm
same
not.
as
why
you a
do
year ago in
then
that.
why do you get to
And the
tell
Pope
people?
Let
came
them
out and
meet
kinda
God.
changed my
Let
opinion.
them meet God.
I don't think
Let
it's your
God.
choice to say that somebody.
It's
that's
my
killed.
choice.
He'll be
Yes.
judged in the end. And James, I don't know why you care what the Pope says compared to
Yeah, that's
no
crazy.
wait compared to Jesus though. Like Jesus,
Oh, I care what
Get rid of
Jesus
them.
says, obviously, but also
Yeah.
I don't want to pay for them.
the Pope's a big voice for Catholics, for sure.
you're already paying for him sitting in prison, man.
Yeah.
like it's
That's
not
what I'm
the-
saying. That's my
No.
point. Is that I don't want my tax money, the state taxes that
I'm
everybody
fine with
pays,
that.
to pay for the prisons and pay for these jail where these
I
people
hate a
just
lot of
get
the
rid of
tax
them.
arguments. To be
I don't
honest.
want to feed them. I don't
hate like
I don't
tax
want to feed a
arguments from like
pedophile.
a lot of like all the people who are like, oh, I don't want my taxes like spent on like the healthcare argument I make a lot where people are like, oh, I don't want my taxes funding healthcare. It's like, dude, our taxes are funding like the gayest things in the world right now. It would be probably better for us if like they were funding our healthcare instead. It's not even saying you have to pay more tax. It's just saying where we're going to appropriate the funds. And it's
instead
like,
of paying money.
Yeah,
to
I'd
do
rather
things-
pay. I'd rather pay for the old grandma that needs a bed and needs an inhaler than pay the taxes for this pedophile that raped a little girl and chopped her head off and stabbed her in the neck.
yeah, but like
I
I'm
don't
talking
want
about like
chop-
chaining
get
people
rid of
up in
him.
a
I
shack.
don't want any money going to He's eating Doritos with a fucking gang in the prison, and I'm
Oh,
paying
no,
for
But I'm
those
talking
fucking
about
Doritos.
like chaining
Fuck
people up in
that.
a shack.
I want
like
my money
slaves.
to go to an old grandma that needs an inhaler. That's what
Well,
I'm
I agree.
talking
I
about.
agree. That should be covered. But at the same time, it's like I'm not saying we should put them all in padded cushion cells and like nice shit. I'm saying we should literally chain them up in
Not what I'm
shacks.
saying either.
How much do you think it would
Chop
cost?
their heads off.
What I'm pitching would be cheaper than what we're currently doing.
What would be cheaper? Getting rid of
Making them slaves, it's a profitable business.
Herman, if
It's been a profitable. No. Trust me.
would you be
They
the
have nonprofit. They have nonprofit prisons which have been imprisoning people, which is what most prisons and most hospitals are funded by NGOs, non-government organizations, not funded by the government. Even though you've said several times during this conversation that you want more government interaction,
I want less.
All right.
he was saying he was saying
I want less
more-
government oversight.
he was
I'm saying
saying-
we need to stop being multicultural to get that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we can go into the culture of prison, like, but the fundamental argument about prisons is that these corporations are making money off of keeping people in the prison system.
Well,
They're-
I actually think we have the opposite problem where it's like there's not
Kill
too
'em.
many people in prison. There's nowhere close to enough.
We'll put them to work too.
So
right?
more people should be in prison.
Way more, like millions.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think like you should like. I don't know the exact percentage, but there's a pretty decent chunk of black people who should be in prison that are not right now.
Well, all right. Let's say just any. So you believe that there should be more people in prison?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, I
Okay.
think in slave camps, but yeah, I guess for the time being in prisons.
Okay, so when you say that there should be more, so then that would mean there would have to be more laws, right?
No, it just means we have to enforce our laws more. Like the amount of times you see like a guy, like for example, the guy who slit Irina Zarutska's throat on the train was arrested 14 times, 12 of them being felonies. That guy should have been in jail for life already, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Right.
The guy who set the woman on
He
the
might be not. He
So-
might
train
be
on
like-
fire,
So then-
same thing, like 30 arrests. The guy who punched the white woman in Chicago in the face, almost killed her, 50-something arrests. It's like we have a problem of letting people out too easily. And not only just letting him out, but it's like just letting him go in
Yeah,
general.
but what
like
you're
the guy
saying-
who slit Irina Zarutska's
Yeah, but
throat
what
might
you're-
walk
Yeah,
because
but
he's
you're-
mentally
but-
unstable.
But what you're saying is give more money to the government that's already failing you and expand this already giant problem that's failing you.
I'm
You're
not saying
this
that.
is a
I'm
failed
saying-
system,
I'm
and then
saying
you want
fire
to expand
the
it.
judges, fire
That's-
the woke judge. I think the way to fix this
Not what you're
problem
saying.
is a similar way you could fix spending in Congress. You could literally say any judge who allows somebody out, like a repeat offender, allows a repeat offender out or allows a violent offender out who then reoffends, you could literally hold that judge accountable and jail them for that. I think doing that would make a
don't
lot of
disagree
judges
with
less
that.
likely to let these
that'd be
violent offenders
awesome.
out. Similar to like if you said to Congress, hey, you cannot run for re-election if you're in a deficit. Like the easiest way to fix budget problems. It's like the reason they're so comfortable running
disagree.
deficits is because they're going to get elected the next time. Nobody gives a fuck.
Right. That's
Hold
that
the
is kind
judges
of probably the
accountable. You don't
problem.
have to spend more money. It's like literally just get rid of the
Yeah.
worst judges.
What about term limits for judges, even too?
I
Or
think there should be
age?
term limits on a lot of things, age limits
Yeah.
on like once you're past
No.
65, to me, it's not like you're worthless as a human. You're worthless as a public servant, though. 65, like holy shit, that's old. You should not be a president, vice president, anywhere in Congress. You should not be on the Supreme Court. The idea that Supreme Court people are there till they fucking die is crazy to me.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi looks dead.
65 is a little young.
I would say if you're 65, you could run for president, but you couldn't run after that. So if like you're 66,
Like if you
can't
want to go
run.
65 to 69, you mean?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I think the cutoff should be like 65. Yeah, I
Yep.
think it should just be if you're cashing Social Security, you cannot be a public servant.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It just makes no sense. It's also like,
Unless it's like some public worker behind a desk, I guess, or some.
Like a big thing is like Elon says a lot. He's like, we could easily fix the problem of like people dying of age. He's like, you couldn't fix it forever and make people just like live forever, but he's like, you could extend the life of people and it wouldn't be that hard. Like with the right amount of money and companies and things like that, you could get people living to 130, 150. But the reason he says he doesn't do it is you need the ideas to die off. And it's similar with these things. It's like when you have an 80-year-old president like Trump, and he's talking to Gen Z people who are furious with him on the left and the right, and he's talking to them like a boomer because he is a boomer, it's just ineffective. And it's like if we had a president who was 35 right now or 50 years old at the, you know, it would be a lot more personal. It'd be a lot more easy to communicate. Like they would like one of the things Fishback's great at is he understands the like he's a millennial, but he gets the Gen Z rhetoric and slang. Like he'll like, that's why he did collabs with Clavicular and Sneeko, you know, these people. It's like he knows what Gen Z wants. Trump has no fucking clue what Gen Z wants now that Charlie Kirk is dead. When Charlie Kirk was alive, maybe a little bit, whether he listened was a different thing, but Trump doesn't know shit. He's 80 years old.
No, he doesn't know. Did you see what he said to that one guy?
I'm gonna go piss real quick. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Sorry.
Let's talk about him while he's gone. No, I'm kidding.
He can't hear us. He's taking his fucking headphones off. No, Trump was sitting at the desk and this guy was talking behind him. I forget what he's talking about, but he started saying some stats and he goes, "Oh, actually, it's not that." And he spit out a different stat and Trump looked at him and he goes, "You don't have to do that. No one cares. No one even cares."
It's just ridiculous. Like when Trump, I don't know. There's certain moments with Trump that I'll never forget.
Oh yeah,
like some of the ones are, right after the day after Charlie Kirk was shot. He's on the White House lawn.
The
all
ballroom
there.
though.
They're like, "So how are you holding up? Charlie Kirk got shot. He was killed. He was your friend." He's like, "Oh, I think I'm doing fine. But do you guys see over there the construction on the ballroom?" It's like, okay, you inconsiderate fuck. Like, that's crazy. Like, this guy got you without Charlie Kirk, Trump might not have gotten elected the second time.
Yeah, for sure.
You can make a really good argument that Kamala would have won by a lot.
The
without
ballroom.
TQSA.
Look at it. It's almost the same as the third temple. It's weirdly looks like the third temple.
Dude, if they start sacrificing goats in the fucking in the new ballroom, I'll kill myself. No, but it's just so crazy. And like you have the moment where he sends out that long True Social post, like, "Are we still talking about Epstein? If you're still talking about that creep, I don't even want your support." It's like, dude, you're the one who campaigned on it, you fucking idiot. Like, it's just so infuriating. And as a Gen Z person who's like, as a young, you know, white, straight Christian male in this country, it's like, Trump, you were supposed to be the voice for us. And instead, you're the voice for the Mark Levins and the fucking Zionists. Like, that's all you are. You are not a voice for the young, you know, disaffected white man in this country.
Now they're flipping on him. So we'll see. Is he going to freak out on them like he did on Tucker and Candace and Alex Jones? No.
Not really, because, like, here's the thing. Laura Loomer sucked this guy's dick. Like, there's no coming back from that. You got your dick sucked by Jigsaw. That's worse than selling your soul to the devil, possibly. It might be the equivalent. It's just so crazy. So it's like, is he ever going to turn on these? Probably not. He's so old. He's like, so he's also a boomer, where it's like boomers have that mentality when they're like super invested in something and embedded in an idea already. To get them to change that is really hard. They're so stuck in their ways and stuck in like, oh, I've taken this side the entire time, I'm just going to see it through. While Gen Z are a lot more likely to adapt and change. Like, you see Gen Z people go from like left to right to centrist to fucking green Tea Party to like libertarian, back to left, back to right. And it's like, okay, that's not even the craziest thing for a Gen Z person. Like, for me personally, I was big MAGA. Now I'm big Groyper. And it's just, with boomers, you don't see that. They're so stuck and embedded in their ways. You
don't think Trump cares what people think about him with his ego?
I think he does, but I think he's like, you can convince yourself of things pretty easily as a human being. Like, everybody has the ability to convince. You can convince yourself of a lie you've repeated. And when Trump has been repeating for so long, the fake news media is out to get me. And whether that's true or not, which it has been, we've seen that over like a 10-year span where media outlets are going at him. But that's what this is to him. Like the podcast people like me, Nick Fuentes, Dave Smith, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, like all that is to him is now the fake news media going at him. It's like no different than that. It's like, It's just like he sold himself this lie that like he's now applying to things that aren't even a part of it. And he actually does believe it, I feel like, at a point that he's like, oh, these people have changed. It's like, no, I don't actually think Tucker has changed. I think you have changed. Like, it's what I say all the time where it's like, I didn't leave MAGA. MAGA left me. Like, the ideas of MAGA were actually like really great in the beginning. And then MAGA over time flipped to this like pro-Zionist Jewish coalition only working for Israel and minorities. And it's like, okay, like, can a white guy get a fucking break in this country? Like, come on.
I think Tucker's changed though for sure. I mean, he was like Fox
a little,
News.
but that's also the difference of like,
shit.
Fuck? Show me where your uncle touched you, Herman.
Dr. Fauci, what are you doing?
Dr. Fauci, I'm gonna molest. No, I'm kidding. That's how you get on a list.
Do you have any questions for the doctor?
Did you fuck any chinks this week?
Several of them.
Someone says I used to support Biden and now I'm a groiper. Here's the thing. I think we were lied to about Biden. Was he a great president? No. Did he allow in a fuck ton of immigrants? Yes. Did Biden have some good things about him though? For sure. And like we were like totally lied to about it. And the Hunter Biden thing, completely overblown. Again, I disagree with Hunter Biden on so much, but now that I'm seeing the guy, like he has a Twitter account, I'm seeing him actually talk. It's like I'm able to humanize the guy and actually like see what he believes.
You shouldn't. He's an elite. But Fauci, what do you think about Joe Biden?
Joe Biden is my best friend. I've talked to him. He gave me the pardon.
All right, I want to ask you one question. How many drugs were you giving him so he was like before he would do a speech?
I gave him my nose.
Oh, he ate your nose. It's like a Percocet or what?
Like a Percocet.
We did a lot of Percocet booster. We tested in boosters.
All right.
The people who are still getting boosters are crazy. I know people who are still to this day getting boosters, and it's like, that's just, you're so cooked. You're so fucked in life if you're still getting boosters.
Oh, he'll get pissed if you say that, dude.
Dude, I'll fucking molest that Dr. Fauci doll. I'll fuck you in your nose hole. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot. How about that?
He hates Fauci because he did get the jab.
I did get the jab, dude. I'm so pissed. Trust me. I was like forced to.
You're so pissed off, huh?
I was forced to. It's so gay.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks for you, dude.
Yeah, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's
so bad, dude. My sperm is just forever unsellable. No, I'm a midget. It was unsellable to start.
Oh,
what woman goes into a sperm bank is like, I want the sperm from the 5'4" guy.
I love that you make fun of that because me and Herman were gonna name this instead of episode 49 and a half. I was gonna name it episode 49 and a midget, and I was like, oh, James
Dude,
might be.
I make more jokes about it than anyone. It's like,
no, it wasn't about you though. It was like,
are you short?
I'm 5'4". Yeah, I'm pretty short.
Oh, that's not that short. That's not midget.
It's close.
That's
5'4" is like subhuman as a male. So
that's like Mexican chick, like short.
Dude, yeah, it's not Mexican. Mexican chicks are like notoriously bowling balls. They're just short and stubby.
They are.
Dude, I want to push a Mexican chick down a hill and just see how far she rolls.
Bro. So me and my wife went out to we went to like a duck pin thing. And she was wearing like a, whatever.
Slutty
She's not
shit.
No, not at all. My wife would never wear that. And then the guy was like, "Is that your daughter?" I was like, "No, that's my wife."
What?
Yeah,
that's a compliment. If someone's asking if your wife's your daughter, you did well.
Yeah, I'm I should be Muslim, huh?
Yeah. Who are you, Leonardo?
Can you even read my
DiCaprio?
hat from over there? No, I feel like it's so far.
What did it say?
Herman's
I can
Leo.
read it.
I can't still.
Kill.
No.
Kill N-words, real N-words.
Yeah. Recognize.
And then what's the top part of it?
It's a white and a black hand shaking hands.
Nice.
Because here's the thing. It's like,
did you get that on
okay,
Juneteenth?
do I consider myself a racist? A little bit, maybe. I think we all are. I think it's crazy to say anybody's not racist at all.
Racialist.
The thing about people who are racist is we don't discriminate based on race. We discriminate based on beliefs. Like, if a black guy has the same beliefs as me, if he's like, dude, black people are way out of hand, I'm like, brother, you're a good one. You're one of the good ones, brother. Come here, Uncle Tom. Let me shake your fucking hand.
I disagree with that.
That's great. Dude, I have so many minority friends, but they're all just based minorities.
No, I actively make sure that I don't go around them at all. And if I have to be around them,
I try and avoid them. I profile. I mean, I'm just smart. It's like, again, if you see a black guy dressed like shit, smelling like shit, eyes looking all fucked up, hair all fucked up, you know, like, why? What's the benefit of going near that individual?
Oh no, I wasn't talking about black people. I was talking about Jews.
I discriminate. Here's the thing about Jews.
I love hanging around black people.
Jews are great to
I thought you were talking about Jews. I don't want to be anywhere near them. They always complain and fucking talk about especially the white ones.
You're getting
the white Jews. I don't give a fuck.
There's no such thing as a white Jew. That's a like what? That's like saying a black white.
All right. So me and Nolf were talking about this earlier, and it's very interesting. I wanted to maybe get your opinion on this if you have one. It's a conversation, but why is there only one religion where it's a race and a religion and a community? Like, why is that the only one? Now, if I say
you could kind of say that Muslims with Arabs and, you know.
Yeah, but you can be Muslim and white.
Yeah, they take people in, but Jews really don't.
Well, Jews, they believe you have to be born through the mother. Like, if your mom is not Jewish and just your dad's Jewish, your kids aren't real Jews.
Yeah.
But you can still claim Jew.
So it's a race and a religion, like her.
Yeah, it is a race and a religion. But like, I'm not a theologist. To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess, just probably historical context with the land and things like that. But I don't fucking know. Here's the thing about Jews, though, is like, especially with Israel, is like, Israel's banned DNA testing. Like, all the big DNA testing companies cannot operate in Israel. And it's because if you did that, you would realize all the Jews in Israel are not from Israel. Like, the real people from Israel are the Palestinians. All the Jews in Israel are like European Jews. They're like literally like European, Russian, you know what I mean? Like, they're not.
Used to be Philistine, right?
I don't know. I'm not like. I know a good bit of history, but there's more.
Like Iran was Persia,
but I would say Muslims are very similar to that as well. It's slightly different. Muslims do. The difference is they take converts versus Jews. Like, Jews, again, it depends who you ask. If you ask some Jews, like, can you convert to Judaism? They'll tell you yes, 100%. I know people who have converted to Judaism. But the problem is like, would the general Jewish population accept them? The secular one would. The religious side probably a little less.
I don't know if they would give you citizenship either.
In Israel?
If you married in. If you
married in, yeah. I don't know. To be honest, the whole birthright thing is insane to me too. Especially like, it's not even like they always uphold, like they do, but they're like they didn't allow Meyer Langsy in, which is a weird thing. Like, Meyer Langsy was the first Jew to get denied on his birthright, and he was the one who like pretty much without Meyer Langsy, you can make an argument that Israel might not exist.
But they let Jonathan Pollard back in. Like,
well, because Jonathan Pollard was like, he was their fucking guy. He was their guy.
But Jonathan Pollard was also, as I was trying to say earlier, he was very Marxist and very
Jews. That's Jews in general. Jews invented that shit.
You can't. But you can't put a whole. Well,
but that's the generalization. It's like the same as saying black people are violent. It's not all, but it's like the general culture and consensus.
Yes, the cultural consensus.
Yeah, so it's like with Jews, it's like, sure, they're not all liberal Marxists. You have like Laura Loomer. But then at the same time, it's like with the ideas of like like it's all Jewish ideas. Like even transgenderism, like all these things, it stems from Judaism.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of my problems with like the Holocaust teachings is like, if they were honest about it, it's like we could actually have some real sympathy. But like the reason a lot of people my age have literally no sympathy and don't give a fuck about the Holocaust at all is because like, okay, why
'Cause
didn't
they
you
get
teach
it,
us that there were like
general-
swimming pools, brothels, birthing centers, and organized sports in the death camps? Like, why didn't you teach us that they were like wooden doors and not the like they made it seem like they were in like these ultimate like escape rooms.
Wooden doors.
It's like, no, you're
Wooden-
in wooden
the
doors.
wooden
Like
doors-
20
the
people
wooden-
could run through that shit if they really
The
tried
wooden
to.
doors. The wooden doors.
But there's just like
never-
a lot of things, and it's like the books. It's like, okay, they were burning books, and they were like, oh, he was against like free
They were
speech. It's like,
absolutely
okay, what
burning
were the
books.
books? The books were about transgenderism, gay stuff, stuff like
Yes.
that, and it's like, okay, I actually agree with that now. Like, I don't
Yeah.
agree with, again, I'm against killing people. I think the most evil part about it is that people were, mass murdered or whatever you want to say. But it's just like the idea that we have to have sympathy for something that happened 80 years ago that we've been lied to about our entire lives is like so fucking ridiculous. And same with slavery. It's like we've been lied to about, like, they pitched slavery to us when we were in school like it was white people got off boats in Africa and ran into the woods with like spears and ropes and just trapped black people in the woods and brought them back. It's like, no, we showed up and then there was black people who already caught them and were selling them. They were selling them everywhere, not just to us. Like, it's just so ridiculous, the idea that like we have to have any sympathy for things that happened this long ago that we were lied to about.
Sympathy is a tough word. Can I go to where? All right. So can I break this down into two things real quick? Just so I can. All right. So you said that the wooden doors.
That's a small thing, but yeah.
Well, but you do bring it up, and it is a conspiracy theory of how that there couldn't possibly be 6 million Jews. It is a conspiracy that
Mathematically,
people
it's
say.
probably not accurate.
So when you talk about the amount of Jews that got killed during World War II, what do you think it is? Do you think it's
I don't know. I'm
600,000?
I'm not like a Holocaust historian. Like, I really have no clue. Like, I couldn't sit here and like confidently say, no, it was 4 million or it was 271,000 or it was 6 million or 10 million. Like, I couldn't confidently say. But to me, it's like,
I mean, people lie. Do you really
that's
think,
also the thing. It's
do you-
like a
do you
crazy
think-
idea to me that the good guys have won every war in all of history, and like the good guys have always been the one writing the story. Like, whoever wins the war kind of writes the story. And
Do you-
beyond that, it's like our textbooks that were also heavily influenced by Mossad through Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell of Pergamon Press, and McGraw-Hill and all these things. So you can make an argument there. But it's like,
Yeah, but
I don't know.
So
I
then
don't know
you
the
can go.
amount that died, but it's like, to me, it's like, does it matter? Like, whether it was 4 million or 10 million, it's like, yeah, it's still a tragedy.
Well,
Like,
it does-
people dying is a tragedy regardless of what. No, like, whether it was 500,000 or 10 million, literally wouldn't make a difference to me. It's still sad.
Well,
But the idea that I was lied to about it and I have to like act differently and I can't feel proud to be white and I have to be lied, like, it's just so ridiculous to me.
Well, and why is it so controversial compared to like the Bolshevik Revolution or all these other Holocausts?
Yeah,
and
like, nobody
genocides that have
villainizes
happened?
Mao Zedong. like Genghis
Well,
Khan.
why
or,
not?
like,
But the thing is that nobody knows.
It's
who-
It's part of Jewish
it's-
identity. It's really weird.
It's what we're taught. We are taught these atrocities are
Yeah, you just
against
said Robert Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Yeah.
It's like the Holocaust is taught in a way. The Holocaust and slavery are both specifically taught in a way to keep you from being proud of being white. They are
world is
specifically taught in a way to basically say that
believe
if
that.
white people are too proud of being white and they organize together, that it is inevitable that they will exterminate different races.
Well, they're scared. They're scared of the sleeping dragon.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
the
like,
whole
one of
world
the-
is. The
like,
whole world
One of the
is.
reasons that, like,
Wait
Ben
till we wake
Shapiro
up.
openly says, I
Wait
don't
till
care
we
about the
wake up.
browning of America is because it benefits him. Like, the more diverse America is, the less likely people are to lock in on Jews.
My thing about Jews is like I know Jews. They're white.
I know a lot. I've Jews in my family. I mean, like, I say this.
I don't
online,
know
I have
one
Jews in my
black
family. I
Jew.
don't like it, but
I don't know one black Jew.
one black what?
Jew. I don't know one black Jew. They're all white. I know a lot of Jews. Not one of them's black.
It's because, and I don't know.
Are they
it's-
different?
What?
Are Jews not?
I've met a couple
White?
black Jews.
Well, besides,
Black Israelite.
Black Israelites is a different thing. I've met like black like Jews. Like
I've
legit
met a
Jews.
couple of those in Detroit. You walk down Detroit and they fucking yell at you.
They're,
White
they're such
devil.
douchebags. It's like suck my dick, faggot.
They're playing the trumpet on the side of a wall.
Fucking hate that. They're in New York. They're just so annoying. It's like, okay, fuck you.
Oh, dude, last time I was in Detroit. Me and my buddy were walking out of a fucking restaurant. We had a couple drinks, and this group of black people literally surrounded him and were calling him the White Devil. And I was like, dude, chill out, man.
The guy from Germany?
No, it was Nate.
Oh, Nate.
It was Nate, and they were like, "You're a fucking white devil." Fuck, and I was like, trust me, this guy has no political leanings. He doesn't even know why you're upset with him right now. And I had to talk to him, and I was like, listen, I get it. You don't like white people. But you can have that fucking ideology and think that the white people are the devil. But now think about that.
Nate just takes a bite of his
Dude, Nate
steak
had
and
no
says
clue.
the N-word.
Dude, Nate had no fucking clue. He was like, why are they saying that? And I was like, well, there's this ideology that white people are the devil and this black Israel. He had no fucking clue about it.
But that's
And I
also
go-
part of like the Jewish teachings is like we're all Amalek and they want to kill Amalek and like the Goyim are Amalek.
I think in the Bible, Amalek refer to a certain sect of people that were kind of like where Palestine is right now. And
But they view it as all of us for the most part. Like in the end,
Yeah, 'cause
anybody
they
who's not a
don't- 'cause-
Jew is
'cause they
like
don't
not in their
know-
circle.
They didn't
Yeah.
think about it. They didn't think about it like me when I fucking stood up to him and I go, we're not doing this right now. They didn't think about me as that when I fucking told them to go fuck off.
They
Yeah, but
just
that's
knock
such a
the
different.
fuck
That's
outta
like
here.
one small interaction with like a street performer,
Yeah.
basically. That's like
True.
different than the entire diaspora. Like for example, like Jews are so tribal in the sense of like they don't really have like party affiliation loyalty. They have Jewish loyalty and Israeli loyalty, and it's not all of them, but a lot of them. Like Shabbos Kestenbaum is a great example where it's like he was a big Democrat. Then he shifted to being a Republican post October 7th when he saw that the Republicans were going to be the ones who helped Israel out, while the Democrats were kind of the ones who were like against Israel a little bit. So he shifted all of his political views overnight because of which party was supporting Israel. And similar with like Laura Loomer, never Trumper, was at one point. Now she's sucking Trump's dick. Mark Levin was a never Trumper. Again, scratching Trump's balls. Ben Shapiro was a never Trumper. He is the biggest Trump guy in existence now, and it's because it's their dual loyalty and tribalism.
JD Vance.
JD Vance is a little different, but JD Vance is loyal to big tech, and that's the. He's also like he claims to be a voice for the white people, but he wrote in his book he hated his white family so much he married an Indian.
Hillbillyology.
Is that
Hillbilly-
true? He said that?
It's like not a verbatim quote, but it was basically like I didn't like my family I grew up with so much and the people I was around so much that I wanted to escape that culture and go to something completely different. Which is basically just a fancier way of saying like I hated my white family, so I went to something else. Like it's just you can't be a voice for the white people while you're married to a fucking Jeet and your kid's name's Vivek.
You hear Tim?
That's
you
true.
hear Tim Dillon?
I thought he named his kid Charlie.
He named his kid Vivek.
No, but his wife's pregnant again too. He announced it on Megyn Kelly last
That's
week.
crazy.
But what was I gonna say? I forget.
So my thing about that is like also
I need to
when you
work in the morning.
when you look at what's going on in the political party, did you see that when they talk shit about certain things, like sometimes Marco Rubio doesn't smile, doesn't laugh.
Are you talking
Or
about the
if-
Trump
or when
speech
he
where
says-
Marco
or-
Rubio
yeah.
was standing behind him like this the entire time?
Yeah, and then
Do you see the guy on the other side, Howard Lutnick?
dude? Yeah. Wow.
Do you know the Howard Lutnick lore?
Epstein's neighbor.
Not only Epstein's neighbor, he bought the house for $10
Yeah.
directly from Epstein. He had been to the island. He also was the CEO
No,
of
not
Tanner
just-
Fitzgerald.
not just-
He
not
lost
just
every one
been-
of his employees on 9/11. He skipped work that day along with Larry, and he didn't die that day. Got billions in government contracts following it.
He
He
didn't just
exploited
go to the
9/11
island.
and
He
knew
didn't
about it.
Yeah, he didn't just go to the island either. He took his wife and kids to the island.
I know. You want to know something crazy? I know someone who knows his wife and kids very well, and him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who is it? Palm Beach Pete?
No, it's not. But I'm trying to get Palm Beach Pete on the show so bad.
Yeah, let's go, dude. That'd be the greatest pod of all time.
It'd just be me calling him
No.
Epstein for an hour.
Dude,
I would just harass him.
Well, he went on Matan's show.
I would make him
last
show
week.
me his penis. I want to see if it's a lemon penis. If he has a lemon-shaped penis, like all the women described, I know it's Epstein.
That's crazy. Do you listen to Matan?
Yeah, that was a great episode. Holy
Dude, I
fuck.
loved it. I
Loved
loved it.
Matan. I don't watch
Dude.
all Matan's episodes, but I watch the ones with people I like.
Did you
and
watch the one with Bonnie Blue?
That was crazy. It's so funny. It's like, so what are you going to do when your kid puts a shotgun in his mouth? She's like, oh, my kid won't do that. He's like, oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Be
Here's
honest,
the thing. If
have you
my
ever-
mom was Bonnie Blue, I would have killed myself. Like, no questions. Wouldn't have even thought it over. Like, if
Be
someone...
honest. Be honest, have you ever seen Bonnie Blue's tits?
No, I haven't watched porn in years.
When was the last time you watched porn? Like saw like a woman's tits? Like when was the
Saw
last
a
time?
woman's tits or watched porn? Very different things.
Like on video.
Like in a movie or in a like that's also a big thing. It's like, are we counting like if I watch like a movie with tits?
Last time you saw tits that weren't real on a screen.
Like porn. You're saying just last time I watched porn.
No, it doesn't have to be porn. It could be a movie. It could be
a movie
anything.
probably
Not a
recently, dude.
real-
I've like I'm not like gay. Like I'll watch a movie with nudity. Like I'm not watching it for the
I'm
nudity,
not
but it's like if a
accusing-
good
I'm not
movie.
I'm not accusing you of being gay.
But
I'm
my
just
point is like
asking the last-
Oppenheimer has like 2 scenes with tits. It's like, is somebody watching Oppenheimer for the tits, or are they watching it because there's a big fucking atom bomb that goes off? You know what I mean? It's like,
there is
yeah, I've definitely seen
somebody
movies
watching.
with tits in them probably within the last month.
There is 1,000% somebody watching Oppenheimer right now, jerking off. To
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like
there's
for
a
example, I watched Euphoria season 3. There was tits in that. Like
all
that was
right,
last month.
there's all right, we got it.
there's
You
a
watched
kid,
Euphoria.
there's a kid with autism watching Oppenheimer, seeing the tits and going, look at those nuclear bombs. Wow.
That
Look at
woman
us.
had small tits, actually,
Wow.
tiny tits. She had tiny
Wow.
tits.
We got a Gaza Strip.
Holy shit, look at that landing strip.
A
That's
landing
crazy.
strip.
Gaza Strip. I'm gonna fucking annihilate your Gaza Strip.
I'm gonna
Mark-
I'm gonna Israel your Gaza Strip.
Melania,
Tomahawk.
Mark Levin really wants to fuck you. Come over here, Melania.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude. Imagine like Trump and Melania have like a. Have you ever seen what's the show? What's the fucking Netflix political show? The big one. Kevin Spacey.
Oh, House of Cards.
Yeah, House of Cards. You ever watched it?
Yeah, I've watched
Do you
it.
think
I've
Trump
watched it like
and
5
Melania
times.
have like an arrangement where Melania's fucking with some other guy? They're sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I think that's happening.
I think they're definitely something weird.
For
When
sure.
Melania gave that Epstein speech, it really threw me for a loop.
Me too.
Yeah.
Who's she
1000%.
fucking? Who's she
Super out of
fucking?
nowhere.
Whoever the fuck she wants. Have you seen her? She's fucking gorgeous.
She's
Pete
so
Hegseth?
expired, dude.
You think she's fucking Trump?
She's dying inside. She's expired.
She's fucking doing whatever she wants. She's billionaire. She's the dude.
I'm just saying
All
she's
right.
expired. I'm just saying she's so old, dude.
You gotta
that
name
pussy's
somebody.
drier than the Sahara Desert.
Who's she fucking? Name somebody.
Palm Beach
Mark
Pete,
Levin.
probably.
Yeah, Palm Beach. I was gonna say Mark Levin. I was gonna say she's probably blowing in.
Dude, I wouldn't be
Netanyahu.
surprised if like JD Vance is fucking Erica Kirk. That's something I actually wouldn't be shocked at. You want to hear my hottest political take right now? Probably
Yes,
not
I
my
want to
hottest,
hear.
but
Seriously, I want to hear your hottest.
it's
Political
probably not
take.
the hottest, but I legitimately think if JD Vance left Usha, even if she's pregnant, like if he literally divorced her mid-pregnancy and got with Erica Kirk and got married, I'm not saying people like me would eat that shit up. I'm saying the MAGA base would eat that shit up.
No.
Yeah. Yes, they would.
Fuck yeah, they would.
Yes, they would.
Hey,
JD Vance married to a
base?
white woman.
What MAGA base?
Yeah, there is no base.
Well, they're a
Everybody's.
dying breed, but there's a base. The boomers and the Gen Xers.
Yeah, my dad.
It's me. It's me. I'm MAGA based. Dude, if fucking JD Vance was fucking Erica Kirk, I'd be like, let's go. We're back.
There's no way you. There's no way you. Could
I'd be so pumped.
You couldn't do missionary with her. She's gonna steal your soul. Like,
Yeah. Well, dude, what if like you like open up a bottle of wine and you were trying, and then she like was like, I have this new pager.
Yeah, dude. Erica Kirk gives you a pager.
You're like, what is this?
Herman,
1992?
can I give you a rabbit hole to look into?
When we go out to dinner tonight, you have to wear this vest and this microphone. You'd be like, what? I'm not gonna do that.
No, Herman, here's the rabbit hole I want you to go down. So I'll give you a brief overview, but the people who put the bombs in the pagers was Israel's IDF Unit 8200. It's their special intelligence unit of the IDF, Unit 8200. I want you to go down the rabbit hole of which American companies hired thousands of people out of Unit 8200 following the pager attack.
It was Palantir based.
They're
on,
one of them, but they're one of the
and
smaller
BlackRock.
ones.
It's like
And
Apple.
It's
BlackRock.
Apple, Meta, Google, Amazon, all the big tech companies, NVIDIA, all the big tech companies we deal with.
Oh,
all employ
NVIDIA's
people
scary,
from there.
dude.
Yeah,
Dude, NVIDIA's so scary because
but it's
their
not even that.
stock.
It's like, dude, Apple. I'm scared there's a fucking bomb in my phone. Like,
There-
listen to AirPods and both sides of
there
your
is.
head explode.
There is.
Probably.
There is.
It is real.
Yeah, I make that joke all the time at work when somebody says Israel. I go, not Israel, but Israel.
It is real.
You got to clarify when you say that now. That's crazy.
Kanye West said it in
Dead naming? No.
is real. He goes, Israel got me feeling Israeli. Bar ref, y'all know that's crazy. Got me Giselle. No, that's Brazilian. Got me feeling real. No, it's real. Israeli. Yeah.
I like when he said, I just fucked this model and she just bleached her asshole. If I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'm gonna feel like an asshole.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
When
one
I
of the
got
greatest
bleach-
Kanye verses of all time. I just fucked this model. She just bleached her asshole. If I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'm gonna feel like an asshole. I was high when I met her. We was down in Tribeca. She get under your skin if you let her.
Dude, Kanye has some of the craziest.
So goated. He really is the most incredible lyricist of all time. Arguably top 3 lyricist of all time.
No way.
It's real. Got me feeling Israelian. This is Raphael. No, this is just Brazilian. Giselle. Like that.
First they took my kids from me, then they took my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. Think I'm stuck in the Matrix. Where the fuck is my nitrous?
Yeah, you're just.
Yes, I am a cuck. I like when people fuck on my bitch.
You're just doing the lyrics from Hail Hitler.
Lyrical genius. I mean, what about the song Cousins? I sucked my cousin's dick.
That one?
Lyrical genius.
He did. Oh, dude. He
See,
did
that's what you
talk
do.
about
People are
sucking his
blackmailing you. Just fucking expose it. They're like, hey, Kanye, we have a video of you sucking your cousin's dick. He's like, fuck you. I just sucked my cousin's dick. He doesn't give a shit, dude. He walks around with his wife and fucking see through everything. His other wife got fucked by Ray J on camera.
Have you guys seen any of the Oliver Tree conspiracies?
I was never here's the thing. You're gonna say it's crazy. I didn't even like I had listened to probably one of his songs in the past. When someone told me Oliver Tree died, I was like, who the fuck is that? And then
Really?
I Googled it, and then I looked at a picture. I'm like, okay, who the fuck is this still? And then
mean,
I listened to a Spotify song, and I was like, okay, I've heard this song, but still would never in a million years be like, oh, it's Oliver Tree.
Well, podcasts, like he's on Bad Friends, Tiger Belly, Matan. He's on Howie Mandel, or I think it was Howie Mandel.
Never even knew him.
Been on every single podcast.
Never met the man.
Really?
Yeah, never even knew him. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Oh man, he's Good guy.
So fucking funny.
Seems
bro.
like it. I did some
funny.
research after he died. Seemed like a good guy.
He did.
So funny.
He just
Watch,
did. He did like bits though. Like
Yeah,
his
watch
thing was like
him and
go on
Bobby Lee.
podcasts and get. Like his thing was like go on podcasts and like
Just-
get in fights with
Yeah.
the host and be like
Bro.
fuck you. Like it was always a joke and like a bit. It
That's
would be
what
like
I gotta
if
start doing. Just cursing.
it would be
people
like
out.
if I literally got in a fight with you, and I was like, American Unfiltered. Like
That's what I'm gonna do
type
the
of
next
shit.
next time I get an invite. I'm just gonna come on harass Herman. I'm gonna be such a dick off the bat. I'm gonna be like, Herman, that's a fucking fucked up shirt you're wearing today. I'm
Herman
just gonna
does it
start
all the time.
insulting you. Just
Herman loves
see how
trolling
long
people.
it takes for Herman to just snap on me and be like, okay, you midget
I
bitch, I'll
don't
kill
know.
you.
I like you.
I know, no. I like you guys a lot. That's why, dude, I love doing this. Like, every time I get hit up, they're like, oh, come on for an hour. I'm like, dude, I'll stay on. I don't care. Like, it's just always fun. It's just like guys hanging out. Like, the way I talk with you guys with this is like, if you listen to the phone calls I have with my like after this, I'm going to get on Fortnite with my buddies. And it's like, this is what we're going to be saying the same thing I'm saying here.
That's
it's
literally why we did this. We almost
Yeah.
named our podcast Phone Tag because we would just talk for like 2 hours every other day about crazy shit.
yeah.
We're like, fuck it, might as well do a pod.
How we started our pod, we were like, that's a little. Me and
And-
Ralph would just talk to each other and be like, I mean, dude, why did we not make this a podcast? It's fun.
Well, we
That's why
talk a
we're
little
doing-
crazier when we're on the phone too. But episode
Yeah.
50, our next episode.
50, let's go. I'm almost at 300. This is
Damn.
297 or 8.
Dude,
298. This is
We do
298.
one a week. You do 5 a week.
It gets tiring. It gets tiring.
Sure.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing:
I'm
we're
sure.
in like such a news drought where it's like if I didn't have my collab with Enya and this today, I would have had nothing to talk. I would have just canceled the show or done You Mingle today. Like, there's nothing to fucking talk about today. I guess actually there was the hand cut off. That I could probably make a show out of that. But other than
Oh.
that, there's nothing.
I didn't see that. Oh, what about Poirier getting fucking arrested?
That's great. Yeah, I mean, like, but it's expected. It's like all these guys are somewhat nut jobs. Like,
Poirier-
and that's what I like them for. You know, if the UFC was filled with like, corporate ass losers, it would suck. The reason the UFC is entertaining besides the fights is like
Yeah, they're all
Sean Strickland
psychos.
gets out there and says faggot, and Bryce Mitchell gets out there and says Hail Hitler, and like some other guy gets out there and like starts like trying to finger.
Michelle Obama has a
Man.
giant.
Yeah, like then you have like you got like what's his name? I can't even think of the
Kovic?
Tom
Josh
Aspinall.
Hogan.
You got Tom Aspinall. He's like,
Oh.
have you ever been fingered by an MMA fighter? It's like,
That's
okay, where'd this
great.
come from? Like,
I saw
That's
that. That was
great.
crazy.
and
That
her
was, like,
husband was sitting right there. Her husband's the one filming.
Yeah. She is so hot.
God.
Nina, dude, she's
Not
such a
if you get-
whore. She's just an
She's
intense
beautiful.
She is a whore. She's
Such
a whore.
She's beautiful.
She posted like basically, actually, okay. When you say like, have you seen like tits? Yeah, I saw Nina's tits like 2 weeks ago.
I've
she
seen-
posted
Really?
them on Instagram.
Yes.
Send those
Yes, I've
to
seen
me.
her tits.
Why are you guys not sending those to me?
Oh, it's, you literally
she
type in
posted
her
them on
name and
Instagram. Just go on Nina's
Yes.
Instagram. It's
Type-
like a
type
post
in
or
her-
two ago.
I
type
don't
in her
use-
name and say tits afterwards.
I don't use Instagram.
It's called Google. You don't have to go to
Instagram sucks.
Instagram. Instagram is really bad.
Yeah, I don't use.
It's like Instagram is like a really low IQ. Like, here's the thing that like kind of sucks about the America First movement and like Reuters is like a lot of the people who are people who like saw a few Instagram reels and they're like, holy shit, I'm totally red pilled now. And it's like, bro, you know nothing. Like, if I
Yeah.
asked you to
Yeah.
explain why Zionism and Jews are bad, like as a group for American interests, all you would say is, oh, the Jews suck, dude. They're always terrible. It's like you would never be able to articulate. Like, these people, they're like, oh, dude, like,
Okay.
the Instagram Reels people are just truly the people who are like, yeah, they have genuine hatred in their hearts where they're like, I hate blacks and Jews. And like, it's like, okay, that's not what we are. We are just critical. We are extremely critical. We don't hate.
Would you agree with Nick Fuentes that Dan Bazarian is a low IQ anti-Semite?
Yeah, 100%.
Really? You don't think he can explain what
I
he
think
thinks?
he can, but I think he's low IQ. Well, he can explain to a degree. He can explain. Here's the thing. He's like Dean Withers in the sense he's just going to keep repeating the same thing over it. Like, Dan's never going to give like a fresh take on like why Jews and Israel and Zionism is bad for the U.S.
What would he repeat?
He would just
What would he
repeat,
repeat?
like APAC. He would repeat like stuff about Thomas Massey. He would repeat
Holocaust
USS
stuff.
Liberty, 9/11. Like, he would just repeat the same basic things over and over again. And it's like, okay, if you're not like having a truly evolving discussion about it, then you're not even like a real part of the conversation.
Then what would be your evolving discussion about it?
active, like Larry Ellison buying CNN, Rupert Murdoch being best friends with Benjamin Netanyahu, Barry Weiss being instilled as the basically head of CBS for no fucking reason.
That's a big one. Barry Weiss, I don't think people understand how giant that is.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing.
Huge.
It's like Dan Bilzerian, like
It's
you
a
said
media.
Barry
It's a
Weiss, he doesn't
media
know what it is.
It's a media takeover. What it is.
It's ultra monopoly too.
Yeah, it is legitimately a monopoly. Yeah.
Well, that's what this country is now. It's monopoly.
Essentially, yeah. A lot. I mean, that's the thing. What
capitalism.
happens with a lot of these things is like you'll have like with streaming, it's going to become monopoly in the sense of like cable was a thing, and then you had like 14 different streaming services pop up, and now you're seeing like Disney bought Hulu, ESPN, HBO, and like one other, and it's like they sell it all as one bundle service, and you're gonna start seeing that. You're gonna start seeing them acquiring more and more like Netflix and Paramount and all these things, and it's like eventually it's just gonna be back
buying
to cable.
UFC buying the WWE, like the
TKO Holdings, with Emmanuel.
Well, what about the IPO with the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro?
I'm gonna get so rich off that.
150. They said that
they said $2 billion valuation in 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Short the fuck out of that.
You think that?
DM me about that.
I'm selling. Yeah, I'll DM you. I'm gonna sell put options on that the second they allow me to. The second they allow me to trade options on that, I'm selling puts. I'm writing puts. The moment they fucking allow it, I'm writing puts. Because it's like, there's no way that a company that's not profitable now, that's pitching a dying conversation, like a losing battle, is going to be successful in the long run unless they like did something crazy.
Do you think they're trying to put that out there to save their dying? Like they see their numbers going down, which I don't
really know what the angle. Here's the thing: it doesn't matter what their numbers are or what their money is. Like Nick Fuentes made a point about this, and I think it's a great point. It does not matter. The Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro could have 10 viewers tomorrow, and the Daily Wire could like keep running out of money, and it would never matter because what the Daily Wire is a voice in America for Israel. No matter what, you will, whether it's failing or succeeding, you will have rich Jews dumping millions, if not billions of dollars into the Daily Wire to keep it running.
I do
because
not
what they do is
disagree
good
with
for
that.
them.
Yeah, you'll get bailed out. You'll get bailed out just like the banks do.
Yeah, they will always get bailed out, and they will always keep moving forward. Which is a big thing.
So put your money. So I would put the money in the IPO. Put it like
because it doesn't mean they're making money. Just because they're not like closed as a company doesn't mean they're not like actively just hemorrhaging money and like losing money on a lot of their shows and projects. I still think put option like I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling my viewers to do it, but
what about TPUSA?
Like, should they go public?
Yeah.
Charlie would have never, but I could see them doing it under Erica. Maybe
they do the opposite of everything Charlie would have
I know
done,
it's sad. It really is just like so fucked up to his legacy. What they've done.
It's terrible.
I wouldn't touch TPUSA with a fucking 10-foot fucking pole.
I think TPUSA could be redeemable.
No way.
Under new leadership,
not with their faith. Not with their faith section. And
if you could fully. You would have to infiltrate. Like, you couldn't just, like, it would have to be a legit hostile takeover.
Well, how about we do that to the government before we do it to TPUSA?
It's happening right now. The New Yorker and the New York Post wrote an article that 40% of all of the DC staff are groypers. It's happening, right? Like, that's what Nick is like. Everyone's always like, oh, Nick doesn't like tell his viewers to do anything. It's like, he actually does. It's just a very low key thing. He tells them all to conceal their power level, get high paying jobs, get good degrees, and to get jobs in the government or around the government or in DC. And in 10 years, 15, 20 years, everyone in DC is going to wake up and everyone around them is a groyper. Everyone around them has the same ideology.
Most of them will be dead, hopefully.
Like they're saying 40% of young DC staff right now is groypers.
Yeah, I heard.
Well,
like
they also did a poll. They also did a poll where socialism was favored by Democratic voters by 60%.
Young Democratic voters for sure.
We're turning into which I believe, getting closer to socialism or Marxism
I like some socialist things, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm pro universal health.
What? Fight. Okay, so you can have healthcare. You can have the firefighters.
Like
you
if
can
they
have
did student loan
police.
forgiveness, I would like I my student loan debt sucks. I would have celebrated it for personal reasons. I was hoping Biden got that through, and he didn't.
I would suggest people in the younger generations not go to college.
I would suggest that too, but the problem is that like an entire generation was indoctrinated to think that if they didn't, that they could never succeed.
Exactly.
Like
but
from the
now the
moment
internet.
I could understand what a college was, I was told if I didn't go to college and get a good degree, I
I was
would
told the
never
same
be
thing,
able to
brother.
make a single
Same.
dollar, and I would be a homeless crack addict. Like that's
Exactly.
literally what my
I was
parents
told
told
the
me.
same thing, brother. I was told the same exact thing.
And
You're
yeah,
not
it's
going to
like-
make it.
I don't
I'm
know. Is
still
that like a
told that.
fair starting
I'm
point?
still told that.
Go back to college. What are you going to do with your life?
No, but the
It's like,
internet,
fuck
internet's so good now. You can take college classes without ever going to college.
You could take
easily.
Harvard classes for free.
Exactly.
You just don't get the credits, but you can take them.
Yeah, see,
Every
you
Harvard
know
class
more
you
than-
can take and learn for free. You just don't get the college credits, but they
Yeah,
have all
the-
the classes
well,
available to just
you
take.
don't-
Credits.
you
the
don't
credits.
get well.
the
You don't.
$15,000.
You don't.
Credits
get
are also bullshit
hands-on.
because I started out of college for a year. Got a year's worth of credits. I got 30 credits or whatever you get in a year. And then I
How much did that
transferred
cost?
colleges, and when I transferred, I had 0 credits. And it's like,
Well-
okay, so I'm starting from scratch.
Listen to this
Yep.
too. Listen, because some degrees hands-on is so much better. How are you going to learn some of these scientist shit that they do, or dissecting shit? You can't buy all that shit and do it at your house. If
No,
you're
there's
some-
certain things that you need.
You're-
Like I
if
think
you're
if you're
some
doctor,
18-year-old,
lawyer,
Why are you
finance,
dissecting stuff?
doctor, lawyer, finance, teacher,
Fucking weird.
accounting, those are the big 5. For engineering, 6 maybe. Those
yeah,
are the
that's
6
hands.
things.
Some of those are hands-on, like engineering.
Why
No,
are
that's what
you-
I'm saying. Those are
why
the ones you
are
probably
you
need to go to college
dissecting
for.
stuff?
Yeah, yep.
Those are the ones you need
Why
to go
are
to
you-
college for. Like if you're doctor, lawyer,
No.
engineering, finance, accounting,
No,
teaching.
Knopf is 37. He's like, I have a frog.
I just watched Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm dissecting shit.
Why are you dissecting a frog at 35?
Who knows? It could be a fucking goat eyeball. Who knows? But I'm just saying there's some shit you just can't get at your house in the middle of nowhere where you can
Yeah,
go to
But
college.
we're also like
a goat
ignoring the
eyeball's
bigger part of the whole
definitely-
conversation, which is like one of the reasons also I'm for like the loan forgiveness is because like when I was growing up and when I was in college, they didn't pitch to us that literally everything was going to get replaced by AI. But that's where we're leading to the point where it's like the majority of college jobs, like if you sit at a desk, your job's going to be gone. If you're working on like a machine, your job might be gone. Even if you're like driving cars, like your job is inevitably going to be gone. And there's going to be waves to it where it's like this
accounting-
sector.
Dude, accounting, that type of stuff, like finances where you do numbers, that's gone.
Yeah, a
That's-
lot of it
and
is. Like
that's-
even a lot of legal
That's
work
a
and
million
doctor
jobs.
stuff. Like
legal. Dude.
primary care physicians have even said over the last few years since ChatGPT became popular, the amount of people who go in for like a checkup or like to see certain things, it's dropped a lot because people used to have symptoms and they used to go to a doctor. Now they'll ask AI and the AI will be like, drink some fucking water and sleep.
Yeah, I did that the other day. I had some crazy shit on my dick. I took a picture of it, and AI was like, I'm not a licensed physician, but just stick it in some vinegar and you should be fine.
Yeah.
So I need to go to the doctor tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have to resort to putting your penis inside of a cup full of vinegar, you should probably go to the doctor.
At least it told you vinegar and not an underage child. I mean, that's
Yeah. Or
think on the
Trump,
bright
like,
side here. It
bleach.
could have told you to stick your dick in like a goat or like a kid. So
Hey, I was gonna say that's a bunch of goy slop.
Yeah.
what? Fucking
Goy
kids?
slop. No,
Oh.
putting your dick in vinegar, but both. could be.
Yeah, I was goy maxing. Fucking
You were
food.
goy maxing. I gotta. Are we good? How long
Yeah,
have we
we can
been
take
going?
off. We've been doing like an hour and a half.
What are they, oh, it's
Hour and a
10:30. Yeah,
half?
I gotta play some Fortnite tonight. I gotta get on with the boys. They're probably on.
All right. Stick, this is awesome. This is the Crazy People Podcast, 49 and a half. We're getting ready for the 50th episode. Would you be down to come on for the 50th episode?
Fuck yeah. Well, depending on the day, yes.
Well, we're
I'm
trying
away
to do-
Friday and
We're
Monday.
trying to
We're trying
Yeah.
to do like 10 minutes with every guest we've had on.
Fuck
So
yeah. Yeah, I'm away Friday and Monday. I'm good after that.
it'll be after the 4th.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. I'm great then.
So, all right.
Sick.
All right. Thank you for
And to
joining.
everyone watching on my stream,
Yeah,
follow the
shout out.
Crazy
Yeah.
People podcast on YouTube. Hilarious guys, very good guys, smart guys. Follow them on there. Check them out. Sub.
Fuck yeah.
Same for crazy people. Guess there's one person, 2 people watching. Probably Chris. Thanks for watching, Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Hey, Chris, leave a comment.
Someone said my
Our
penis is soaking in vinegar right now. Feels nice.
It's probably
Well-
Chris.
Ask him if he's circumcised. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.
Thank
you,
you for
guys.
having me. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys
Yeah,
next
God
time.
bless.
Peace. All right, wait, let's go back to that. Was fun. That was a fun time. That was awesome. Let's go. Always a fun time with those guys. He goes, I am cut. That's crazy. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll do comments tomorrow. Good long stream, 3.5 hours. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Okay, but it was a fun time. God bless you guys. You got 2 collabs in one night. Holy shit. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. We'll read all the comments at the end of each show. Rate the show 5-star, or did I already fucking say that? Join the Telegram channel. Check out autv.shop, our website, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on Thursday. Hope you guys have a blessed rest of your evening. Thank you. The America you once knew is dead. Forget everything you thought.